A man, Lord, Machiavelli production. Notorious M.A.D. Lil Chad and Slender Dad vibing straight bustin' no cap. Friday night screen lit fame hitting our lap. Culture thick, no yeet from the trap. YouTube grind, minds locked in so we adapt. Brahma bull cackling loud, bourbon on the rocks. Scheming like the GOAT, comedy unlocks. Mad shit smoke, cold as ice, won't fold. YouTube legend verdicts drip sharp like a judge's code. Skirt, skirt that, skirt tat that. Ascending crew, let's get it. Stack them racks. Laughs hit diffy, dumb fates can't match these facts. Popcorn, popping chill vibes, brew sipping slow. Prime time screens live, we slap, we glow. Now that we're pulling up clean, double the cup of the lean. Shit supreme from the H to the Bay. Third ward holding it down. Crew lights the fuse, blazing wild, no snooze. Voices boom loud, screens popping, set the cruise. Grind levels up, shine hits, claim that juice. Rise quick, savage, laughter high, can't lose. Put a skirt that. Skirt tat that. We here to break the mold, eat the basic behind. With tales that slap and laughter intertwined. A quest to marvel where drip defies. In this lit realm, only passion flies. Skirt, skirt that. Skirt tat that. A sinning squad goes hard, blazing trails we pursue. Laughs hit like heat, dumb vibes getting cooked anew. Popcorn lit, locking tight, roll swift, no lack. Prime stream zooms, global tap, we stack. Skirt, skirt that, skirt tat that. OM's here, yo.
Imp is here. He's back because the man's not making him work this week.
Yeah, this week.
Boss's vacation finally over?
Yeah, he finished it yesterday. And oddly enough, I'm on vacation next week, and the only day I actually do have to work is Friday.
Well, that's one way to do a vacation, I guess. What the hell is that?
Was that Brahma?
The blood pressure monitor.
Oh.
Taking the baseline reading at the start of the show.
200 over 140? That sounds about right.
All right, let's see what we got. We got in chat, we got FKHC coming in first. Darren M with Hail and Howdy. And of course, thank you, Darren, for reminding people to hit that like button, share it out. YouTube has been really weird with its stuff the last month or so. We lost a lot of views for some. I think Brahma was talking about they're counting a lot of things as bots.
They only count engaged viewership now.
I'm gonna be honest. 100% our audience is not bots because you guys are all engaged and those are all our views. So I don't know why they're taking them from us. So yeah, any help that you could getting the word out there, sharing, trying to get more people subbed. We gained some subs this week, so that was good. With another few weeks of episodes in the bank.
I was going to say, you gained some episodes.
All right. We got Bad Take Bojan, who is the absolute best at making sure she tweets out our X's or whatever they call it, our stuff over there. So thank you for that. Copied Kitty, thanks for being here. Soul Assassin, whose vibrator's going off? Yeah, and then Welp, I see Brahma has a smile, so yeah. We're not we have not we didn't ask for where that baseline was getting registered, so Imp, how much does vacations in the underworld go for?
More than you'd probably be willing to spend.
Well, it depends if you want beachfront property on the River Styx or not.
Oh, I got the Lake of Fire. Side
okay.
property.
So you're going deep.
Oh yeah, I paid for that well a long time ago. I don't owe a thing on it now. I don't have neighbors. Thank you very much.
Jason's in the lake.
I thought he got out. I swear I saw him on a stream earlier today.
Sorta. He never got the camera on.
No.
I think that was the reason that he was stalling for 20 minutes. But I was in the chat and I was like, the show is called At Noon, not at 12:20. You can't stall another 20 minutes. So then they went live and he never got his camera working.
Yeah, I mean, for us, it's already, because it's East Coast time, it's already past noon anyway.
Right. It's 11 for me, but he's the one who named it at noon.
Yeah, I had to go back and watch it later because I actually have 1 o'clock meetings sometimes on Fridays.
And in terms of fictional characters, I know Mad likes to celebrate his whole birthday month, but today is Tony Soprano's birthday. Or it would be if he hadn't been murdered in the final scene of the final episode.
That is
Mad a fictional character?
Inconclusive.
In a lot of ways, Mad is a fictional character.
Mad, yeah, Mad.
Yeah. I do find it kind of funny that for 20 minutes, half hour into trying to figure out guilty as suck, and it finally dawns on him that maybe we should have looked into this before the stream.
This is what we kept trying to tell him, man. We were like, dude, we can't just jump into this.
I just love how irrational I got him when I pulled the Vasquez. He was basically like one of Amber Heard's lawyers because he couldn't deal with the objections.
I love that even though we had a jury, I was still, as the judge, could overrule the jury and go against him.
Yeah, the jury's really there just to make signs. But
which I think I did a very good job of.
You did. I enjoyed
to be
it.
fair to Mad, he did try to get us to play like 35 times over like 4 months.
He did. And I do think there's more fun to be had in that game. It's just I am still of the opinion that you need a bigger group for that one.
You need at least 5. At least.
Why?
It's just there's so much
you need a
improv
judge, a prosecutor,
happening.
and a defense, and somebody to be a
yeah, but the
witness.
fun is in the chaos.
Yeah.
And more people makes for more chaos.
If we had more people in the jury holding up signs, throwing paper airplanes at Mad.
You'd also need more camera perspectives than just one, because like Mad's game is only going to show what Mad is looking at the time.
Yeah, honestly, the camera should be on the judge because the judge sees the whole floor.
Yeah, whoever is the judge should share.
It should be like over the judge's shoulder, showing the whole courtroom would be the better way for like a streamer display of the game.
I wonder, the game is built for streaming. I wonder if there is like a streamer
like spectator mode.
Option, the spectator mode, to share that as your screen perspective.
That would work better.
Yep. So here we go. So Tony Soprano would have been how old? Let's see, born in 59.
He's not dead.
The fade to black was right as the guys run up to shoot him.
Inconclusive.
He'd be 66, right?
Yeah, because
no body, no crime.
He'd be old enough to Social Security retire. Wait, no, 67 would be full retirement for him because they raised the age. So,
does it seem highly likely that he died right after the fade to black? Yes. But inconclusive.
There's always a but with you.
Oh, yeah, the one really sweet judge unfortunately passed away. He was on social media because there was always clips of
the
him.
old man judge.
Anytime it was like a veteran or an old person like doing stuff, he would just throw tickets out.
Or somebody just really down on their luck that wasn't actually a bad person.
Yeah, and I feel like for traffic violations, that's the way you should be as a judge. You don't need to like throw the hammer at everybody and be a dick.
100%.
Eric in the chat. Hey, Eric, thanks for joining. So happy birthday to Tony Soprano, who has now superseded Mad's birthday celebration. It is now Tony Soprano birthday celebration.
Yep, Mad's birthday celebration is now over.
Yep.
Nice.
Technically it is anyway, right? Because isn't 22 when the Zodiac shifts, so he can't even continue to claim it anymore?
You may be right on that.
You may be
he's
crazy.
all about he's all about being a Leo, right?
Well, there's no maybe about that part, Brahma.
Yeah, Leo's over now, right? Now
it was just the next line in the song.
I wasn't referencing a song, so you're on your own.
What's after Leo? Sagittarius? Isn't that what he calls it?
Oh, don't you start.
I really want to get him to.
If you
be
don't
able
know
to
what we're
pronounce
on about it, tune in to Mad's new channel on Tuesday nights at 10:15 Eastern for horoscopes. Russian horoscopes.
Russian horoscopes. Let's be specific about it.
No sense whatsoever.
And the Russians, man, their horoscopes, they don't church them up. They don't try and make them more editorialized. They're just giving you the straight skinny on those horoscopes.
They don't even try to make it make sense.
Nope. It's just whatever the stars tell them.
It is the craziest. I don't even know how they come up with them. Clearly, it involves usually potatoes or people
Biting.
biting.
It usually involves biting, sexual acts, and root vegetables.
True.
And yelling at people.
And it's also very possible that it is just Mad writing things that come to his head.
If it is, I mean, my hat is still off to him because he's doing a great job.
I don't know because I don't think Mad can remember the signs of the zodiac.
Well, I also
No,
think I don't
he
think
can't.
so either because even some of them even catch him off guard. Like, wait, what?
Every once in a while, yeah.
And he doesn't like it when I point out the words he pronounced incorrectly.
He doesn't like it when any of us do that, but
We all
we're gonna
do
do
that
it.
constantly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how does he do Sagittarius?
Sagittarius.
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 Sagatus. Is it Sagatus?
It's different every week, so
And Aquarius.
Aquarian. He always says Aquarian for some reason.
Why are we talking about Mad?
Because
It's funny.
his birthday is over, and so now we must remember the fallen. But now that we're done with that, let's move on.
Speaking of remembering the fallen, let's talk about the brand transition from original Cracker Barrel
Oh, what the fuck?
to new
Where
Cracker
did you
Barrel.
find this picture?
All
Oh,
over
you mean-
Twitter.
Miley Cyrus.
Oh, boy.
That's right. We basically took.
Is that
Hannah
still
Montana.
Miley Cyrus on the right?
Yup,
Yes.
it is.
It's
That's a
What?
thing they're doing lately, right? Like they get the cheeks like hollowed out for some reason. I
buccal
hate
fat
it.
removal or
I
Ozempic
hate it.
face.
Yeah, buccal fat removal. That's what it is. Like the girl who plays Wednesday did that recently, didn't she?
No, we thought she did. She did something else. I'm not sure what it is she has actually done, but it also could have just been lighting for that picture.
Isn't
The
it
other one that's
weird?
done it is the chick who played what was her name, Starlight in The Boys, and then
Is
of course Ariana Grande looks horrible now with what she's done to herself. They all look the same. They all look like aliens.
Isn't it weird though that like when you are a teenager getting into your early 20s, you're so desperate to look like you're 30, and then by the time you're 30, you're desperate to look like you're 20 again?
Or desperate to look like an alien.
Or I mean, they all look like aliens. It's a really simple concept. That ain't natural.
Miley Cyrus, Eric. Miley Cyrus. All right, so here's another
No,
thing. I'm
Jenna
gonna address.
Ortega was the other one.
Yeah.
That
She's the
Slender
girl who
was
played
talking about.
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
and she did some of that plastic surgery shit.
I do wanna- I
At
am
like
gonna-
24, she's like 22, 24.
So,
fuck?
I am going to share this because a lot of people are putting community notes on this image that the one on the right is AI. I'm sharing from a news source that was at the premiere where she dressed that way. No, this is how she's dressing.
No.
That is undoctored.
That is undoctored. They are just, it was a different event, different angle with the lighting, and that's how you get that face. So it's right now they're trying to like, the way they're trying to community note this thing away is to say that it was an AI. And no, this is, she's
Also-
doing this.
Also, at the risk of sounding, mildly gay, what is with those bangs?
Bangs work.
Yeah, it's
for
almost
nobody.
like the Alien Earth the actress haircut for the main character in Alien Earth that we all said that has got to be the worst haircut ever. Looks the same.
I mean, she looks like she's from The Hills Have Eyes, you know? Like, this is...
Well, part of that is the other thing that they're doing now.
I can hear the banjos.
Just a couple years ago, they were all drawing on their eyebrows. Now they're all just removing them altogether.
Well, they're using makeup to cover them. They're not actually
Sure,
so
but
they're not being
getting
bold
them
enough
to be invisible looks weird.
You can
Side
actually
note.
even if you see it in the image, you can see in the image where they've put like a cover up to make the eyebrow hair blend into the skin.
Question. Chat, feel free to participate in this question. We were talking about eyebrows. It reminded me. Does anyone else have like one or two hairs in their eyebrows that
The
grow
wild hair.
exponentially faster than the rest? I have to
I've
take the
got-
clippers to it like once a week.
I've got one that grows like it's a wire, not like a hair. So it's like really stiff all the time and just
Yeah, and
sticks
it's
straight
like
out.
it doesn't bend. It's super sharp.
Yeah. It's like a piece of wire instead of a hair.
Yeah, I've,
then,
I've got like two
every
of them,
now
one
and
on
then in
each
the-
eyebrow.
Yeah.
Eric Myers coming in off the top rope. I find it very hard to see the logic behind many of the moves you've made for this organization. This gonna, because the Cracker Barrel people, it's so stupid. This reminds me of when McDonald's got rid of supersizing.
I saw somebody tweet about this on X and talk about how it's so bold and brave that they stripped it down and it's fucking art, that they got rid of everything superfluous and it's just Spartan now. It's just text on a background. And I'm like, oh yeah, because it's so bold to follow every other fucking company
See,
that
the
has done
problem
the
isn't
exact same thing
So
to their
this
logos.
is also this
the
is
problem
they're
is not the
they're changing-
logo necessarily. It's the redesign of the stores.
Yes. So here you go. This is the interior as Cracker
Well,
Barrel
the whole
has
thing
existed.
is just red flags. It's red flags for what the company's doing.
Well, I don't know if you've seen these pictures yet, Slender. So this is what
I
it
have.
looks like.
I've
Yeah,
dude, this has been all over everything for a week now.
I know, but I'm just checking. So this is
I couldn't avoid it.
This is what it usually looks like when you go in a Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, now
This
it's
is what the
sterilized
redesign
as
looks
fuck.
like. So this is what we had. This is what we're getting.
And you know what Cracker Barrel doesn't have now? Stock value.
Yeah.
Have you seen what happened to their stock?
Oh,
Lost
they've
100 million overnight.
they've lost like half their stock value in an instant.
Like, the last time we saw a line going down that hard, it was Ubisoft.
Well, have you seen their CEO? I wish I'd have wasted my time getting a master's in business administration, because basically, apparently, nowadays that's just, well, I don't check the right boxes, but it's basically a free ticket to just get promoted to being in charge of a company, destroy the company, and get a golden parachute.
Don't know that she's getting a golden parachute.
It doesn't. Somebody will fucking hire her. It doesn't matter. These people can't fail, and it's disgusting.
That the one thing that's different in this one is the left is furious about it too, for almost the exact same reasons.
Look at that shit.
So this
my
is
God.
this is a 1 month look at the Cracker Barrel stock. So it had a brief uptick back at the end of July, and then since the end of July, it's been going down. Then they got some buzz where they started, people knew they were going to go on Good Morning America, and they were doing a brand refresh. So some speculators joined in, and then right here, at around the 17th, 18th, is when people saw what they were doing, and then it's just been down.
Bad take. I'm not talking about you. That's great that you have an MBA. If we ever start a company, I would make you CEO in a heartbeat. But you are not the CEO that keeps showing up on TV. I don't think you're a CEO. If you are, that's awesome.
We do have a company. Either Ascendant Art or Mag Valley Productions, or go with one of them.
I mean, none of these are registered.
Okay, number one, we are definitely not going with Mad as the corporate registrar.
You let him put that as the first thing on your intro.
No, because he made the intro video. I'm not.
The production is the intro, not the show.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of other examples.
Oh, Bad Take Bojan sent one. Let me. Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's Sydney and Greta. And then, of course, there's the first one that we all saw earlier today.
I don't know. I think I sent one in another chat that myself and Slender are in. That was a better version of the one with Sydney Sweeney, because it used the really fat Democrat girl who was going to be responsible for their mail outreach.
Oh, I remember that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, the Jabba the Hutt. Ho 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 solo. All right, and then we've got from.
I did see a great tweet about it earlier today, too. Somebody was like, all Cracker Barrel had to do was nothing, and they managed to fuck it up.
This is from as shared by Tina. Sent this over. The new menu: Land of Acknowledgement flapjacks.
Oh,
Grandma,
no.
Grandpa's gender sampler.
Is this real?
No, this is parody.
No.
Okay. I was going to say, this can't be real.
The beautiful at any size breakfast.
They
This
did
is-
say something about overhauling the menu, too, though, right?
I love this. These are the two that are my favorite. This is MAGA country fried steak, and Black Lives Matter biscuits.
Does the Mega Country Fried Steak come with some paracord tied into a...
Only if you go to get it at 3 a.m. in Chicago.
In a blizzard.
The irony is that Bad Take Bojan lives in MAGA country. She is up there.
Yeah, well, I can tell you right now, as someone who knows Illinois pretty well, Chicago ain't MAGA country.
That was the stupid. I mean, of all the stupid
Far
things about
from it.
The dumbest line you could have come
about
up with.
Smollet's like thing. Like, first, I'm going out at 3 a.m. to the Subway to get a sandwich. All right, okay, that's a little implausible, but you know it's the city, so and you're a celebrity, so maybe you're doing that in sub-zero temperatures.
You
But
would have
the
gotten
idea-
a DoorDash.
The idea that at 3 a.m. in the middle of downtown Chicago, there's just a MAGA redneck-looking guy with a hat on getting you. Come on.
Weirdly, Soul, I'm actually not big on cornbread.
Yeah, cornbread is hit or miss. You gotta like cornbread can be good, but it takes a really well done cornbread. And cornbread when it's bad is really, really bad.
It doesn't have a lot of flavor either way. Honestly, I mean, I'd go banana bread. I like banana bread, but cornbread, meh.
I am a big fan of that Cracker Barrel. I can basically get everything smothered in sawmill gravy.
Yeah, oh yeah, Brahma's a gravy freak.
Oh, yeah. Did
Those
you
are
guys
dogs.
see... Yeah, did you guys
Okay.
see Alex Stein earlier today pretending to be Mom Donnie and eating his Cracker Barrel delivery Indian style
Oh
with
no.
his hand?
But he's from
I
Ghana.
remember this. This became a thing recently, right? People eating like food that you should not eat with your hands, just with their bare hands.
Yeah, white people have no actual culture or taste because we eat with utensils instead of just scooping it into our mouths with our hands.
Oh, you know, like everybody in any of the Western countries for the last 600 years? Okay. Okay.
Here, let me see if I can find it real quick.
Great sign of culture. Dysentery.
I mean, we can say a lot of things about Culture Casino, but I think that's fair. Dysentery is a good
That's why
sign.
culture always wants you to wash your hands.
Dude, when I cook, I'm back and forth to the frickin' sink like 15 times to wash my hands. Because every time I handle raw meat, I hate the film it leaves on the hands. I immediately have to go wash it off.
Let's see.
Especially chicken. Oh, that is so...
I'm from New Delhi. I'm not.
Okay.
It's really good.
Like, I think Alex Stein is funny, but the guy's he's Middle Eastern from Ghana. He's not Indian.
I'm
Right.
sorry. Just watching it happen makes me
Now,
sick. I hate
Middle
it.
Eastern people do eat that way. That's why you got to keep your left hand. This is why it's very like if you're ever in the Middle East, especially Saudi Arabia, don't ever do anything with your left hand because they eat and do everything like barehanded, and your left
Like-
hand is designed for,
Baser
doing
things like
for
wiping
baser
and
things.
yeah.
Yeah, so it is of grave offense if you lead with your left, like to shake hands or do anything.
I'll tell you what. If anyone culturally thinks that they're gonna eat that way at my house, I'm serving soup.
That's yeah. What is I don't like I would you know what it makes sense that soup would be a rarely made item in the Middle East given how ridiculously odd it is.
Well, that doesn't matter. They drink hot beverages there all the time. They say that we're stupid for drinking ice cold beverages when it's super hot out because what you want to do is drink a hot beverage, raise your internal body temperature, and it'll make the external temperature feel lower.
Yeah, by the way, all right, so this was the clip. This is if you ever have been to a Cracker Barrel, I think I've been there several times just this year.
I go once a month.
This lady is someone who's never eaten at a like if she wasn't
I
working
never
there-
go to Cracker Barrel, but I can tell you just looking at the woman. Yes, she's the CEO of the company. No, she is not a regular at Cracker Barrel.
as she was wearing her Steve Jobs style black t-shirt with her trendy black rim glasses.
Honestly,
hate
the
those
feedback's
glasses.
been overwhelmingly positive that people like what we're doing. I'll give you another soundbite. I
Because
actually
you're
happened to
surrounded
be
by
in Orlando.
sycophants. You
Here's
got
the-
rid of anybody
the-
who might actually have given you good ideas.
The feedback from who?
Number
Not
one,
your
from the-
investors, evidently.
From the,
The mark-
customers?
The marketing department.
I want
who
the
also
CEO
all wear glasses like that and probably
yeah.
have pronouns in their bios.
I want the CEO of Cracker Barrel to sound like the Kentucky Fried looking chicken looking professor from Waterboy. That's who I mean. I want a deep South, bless their heart, Southern person
Well,
voice coming
Uncle
out of that
Herschel,
CEO.
their old mascot, was the actual uncle of the guy who started the company, and he was a salesman. He sold flour, like baking flour. So he went to general stores all over the South just selling flour contracts. So that's what they modeled Cracker Barrel after, was the general stores of old.
Yeah,
That's exactly who should still be in charge.
I want a celebrity death match between her and Colonel Sanders.
Oh, I hate that colonel. With his wee beady eyes and his smug little grin. Ooh, you will eat my chicken. Ooh.
Last week with all of our managers. We bring them together and every other year. And the number one question that I got asked, Michael, was,
Why are you here? That's the number one question.
how can I get a remodel? When can I get a remodel? How do I get on the list?
Oh, really?
So because the feedback and the buzz is
Even Michael Strahan is looking at this woman and being like, bullshit.
Oh, really?
Bullshit. Like, oh, really? That is
Yeah,
not the look-
that is an oh really look if I ever saw one.
Yeah. How many times have you eaten Cracker Barrel's grits?
so good, not only from our customers, but from our team members. They want to work in a wonderful restaurant.
You don't listen to your team members about your brand. Listening to your team members is why Disney went in the shithole for the Disney parks. Because nobody wanted to wear their uniform. Nobody wanted to abide by the Disney look standards that required you washed your hair, you took a shower, you were clean when you went to work. Because
Only women
teenager-
wore dresses.
Yeah, only women could wear dresses. Like there was look standards, and people always argued against that. And when
Yeah.
you listen to your team and let them quote unquote give you the feedback, they're gonna why wouldn't they argue? Like, how about we can just wear t-shirts? Oh yeah, I guess that would make you more comfortable.
Yeah,
Oh.
I watched one of these earlier today. Black man who was like, "I love Cracker Barrel, but I don't want to go into a Cracker Barrel unless I feel like it's a little bit racist in there."
It's got to feel a little dangerous.
Yeah, that's basically. He was like, "This new remodel Cracker Barrel, no, I don't think I'm gonna get good food here. I'm not gonna get what I'm looking for."
So we're doing everything for our guests and our team members.
Well, Julian Messino, it's wonderful to have you.
Just love
He
the pause.
didn't even take the bait. He's just like, yeah, whatever. Segment over.
He was like, I was obligated to say this.
Pleasure to be
Thank
here.
you for
Thank you again.
answering those questions for all the Cracker Barrel fans out there. And a lot of great changes.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Robin?
He's like, all right, thank you.
Can I get in writing that the peg game is going to stay?
The peg game is staying.
Okay.
So
Look at this.
They're
like,
probably
this
going to
lady.
change the IQ levels on the peg game, though.
They
to
did
not be mean.
No, they did. They already did.
They probably just get rid of them so that there is no IQ level. And they'll probably at some point get rid of all the white pegs because those are offensive.
All right, now I am gonna. Now this is what I wanted. Like this is the map of Cracker Barrel locations in the country. This lady clearly lived out here.
Yes, and went to college out there. Maybe Oregon, maybe Portland or Seattle.
And there's no.
She might be up there in New York.
Hey, you leave my neck of the woods out of this.
I'm just saying, look around the city area.
No, New York has plenty. Look at this.
New York
This
has
is-
them.
Now,
No, I'm just saying based on her style and her attitude.
now I am just.
Well, that's
gonna
pure
tell you,
California.
if you're looking for your
You're not
Cracker Barrel
wrong.
CEO, they need to come from here.
Or Seattle.
Or
That could be
this-
very
or
Seattle,
the deep
too.
south.
This is the zone you see where there's just stacks and stacks and stacks of Cracker Barrel locations. This
Dude,
is
she
where you
pretty
go.
much destroyed any chance of success in any of the Cracker Barrels south of the Ohio River.
Mm-hmm.
Like, all gone.
It is.
My problem with it is everything, all the architecture, everything that we do with this new modern look is so boring. Look at the Whataburgers that used to be A-frames. The new Whataburgers, pretty boring. It's just the same old, very square buildings. Look at just look at any of the architecture that was built in the 1800s and 1900s, and then look at what we build now.
I
The
remember the
modern
first
thing
time-
is just to be dull.
I
Remember the old
first time
Pizza
I was
Huts?
down south and I saw a Whataburger and it was in that A-frame building and it just looked so interesting. I stopped just to take a look at the building and I went in and got a burger and the burger was pretty good. And I was like, Whataburger's not bad. But like, it was the building that got my attention.
The old Pizza Huts are unmistakable when you see them if they're still haven't been renovated. Even if it's a different business in that building, that was a freaking Pizza Hut at some point. But now we just get boring.
Yep.
That's the translation of modern, is we have to just make it dull.
Yeah, what?
Nothing
Why
can
have
have
a
any
fucking
identity.
logo when we can just put text on a boring background?
Yeah. No identity to anything anymore.
It's all utilitarian, basic, square
Yeah.
It's like, how can we make a multi-purpose space that can be? Well, here's the buzzword you're going to hear a lot in the restaurant industry: modular. Right? We want our restaurants to be modular so we can move things in and out as they become trendy.
Mm-hmm.
And when something is modular, it's not distinctive.
Yeah, our fucking logo has been streamlined. We've streamlined it. It's simplified. Fuck off.
It's bullshit, is what it is. Bullshit. But yeah, like when I looked up the location map, I was like, so here's what's going to happen. This CEO is going to do this rebrand. It's going to go over terribly.
It's going to cost millions on top of what they've lost in stock.
The rank and file.
She's still gonna try and spin it like a success.
Yeah, okay. Yep. A lot of restaurants increasing kitchen space by eliminating sit down for takeout. Yeah. Here's an interesting. What I've noticed with McDonald's as they're getting remodeled now, the newest remodel of McDonald's, they're removing the soda machines so you can't get free refills. It pisses me off so bad. Yeah, it is Budlight 2.0. And in a way, this is actually worse because with Budlight, it was just the marketing team. In this case, it's the actual core infrastructure of the brand purposefully changing their entire identity as a corporation. Like
It
with
was destroyed
Budlight,
from the inside
yeah,
out,
like-
from the top.
yeah, with Budlight, it was a giant miscalculation by the people who run marketing. And you can argue that since the CEO and people hired the marketing team, they're in the end responsible. This is different. This is like the CEO and the actual core C-suite infrastructure team of your restaurant hiring consultants to do a complete 180 on the brand as it is.
And they also don't have other brands to help subsidize them. Like Cracker Barrel is Cracker Barrel. Bud Light had Bud. They had everything that was under
Boosh.
that umbrella. So there was plenty that could subsidize the losses to Bud Light, even though it definitely hurt them. But when we were looking at how many things were under that one brand, it was ridiculous. I mean, you'd have to cut out damn near every beer sold in the United States. I mean, there was all kinds of crap. So Cracker
Still got
Barrel,
Yingling.
it'll be much more of a death knell if it actually does start losing business.
It's. I mean, I don't even know how quickly it's going to go, because my guess is they're going to start working from the outer edges in on these remodels, like the extreme left coast and maybe some of these
And
upper
big
northeast.
cities.
Yeah, I mean, like your Cracker Barrels down in Southwest Virginia, Tennessee Valley, the Eastern Carolinas, and Western Carolinas, they're probably going to get hit last. So 81, 95, like those ones, they're probably going to be the lowest on the list, and they're probably the best performing Cracker Barrels.
I bet the ones in Colorado outside of Colorado Springs will be done pretty quick.
The McDonald's refills went away because too much vagrancy. No.
Yeah. Well,
They-
it's
you
people
can-
just walking in and filling up their drink and walking back out because that's what people think is, acceptable at this point. So now you have to go to the counter to get a refill.
No, because where I have McDonald's has no vagrancy. They still pulled out the Coke machines because they don't want to pay it. Have you looked at when they fill up a Coke now when you buy it at a McDonald's? I hand it back. I'm like, I'd like my drink full. Because their machines have a setting, and it stops with a good fourth of the cup actually empty when they do it.
Okay, side note though, what the is Deeple talking about?
Robot D&D liking the stream flying. Did he
Robot
take
Dungeons and
gummies?
Dragons.
I don't know. Deeple, what are you talking about?
If I'm translating what I think it means is that he's playing an automated D&D campaign.
Or D&D
Or
campaign
D&D with
robots.
robots, like Besem, Big Eye, Small Mouth.
And he's flying
Possible.
around while watching the stream?
I don't know. I'm so confused. There's a couple different ways you could go with that, and
I'm confused by this map. It looks like the entire eastern part of the US is completely covered with Cracker Barrels and nothing
it
else.
is.
So
No,
you
you're
can
not
only-
wrong.
You're walking on Cracker Barrels wherever you go anywhere.
Walking on broken
and
crackers.
Imp can probably attest to this from driving down like 95. There's a Cracker Barrel usually on 95 every 10 exits or so.
Every food exit will have a Cracker Barrel.
And I love Cracker Barrel for road trips because the food was consistent. It was actually not expensive, and it was generally
And
quick. Like
large
you can
portions.
you can get the chicken and dumplings fast. You can get regular stuff if you leave early from your hotel, you could get a good breakfast at a Cracker Barrel. I will say I've noticed that some of the quality of the food has gone a little down in the last year. That's probably it corresponds to when this lady took office as CEO and has streamlined their supply chain to make sure that we're getting the most efficient prices, meaning they're cutting the quality.
Yeah, they're getting cheap shit from China.
Yeah. Well, technically, Eric, with the ice in your drink, when you're brixing your soda lines, when you have a automated soda system, there's a certain amount of ice that's supposed to be in the cup because the syrup to water ratio from the machine assumes that much ice so that the ice melt is taken into account with how the soda should taste.
Our resident chef is pulling the Gordon Ramsay and saying they moved to frozen, Chad.
Like
Frozen Chad.
Not fresh anymore. Now it's
Fresh
frozen.
Chad or frozen Chad.
For
Cracker Barrel.
That explains it. I mean, Cracker Barrel used to just be consistent. Like, I mean, you may not like the style of food that they served, which is fine, but the style of food, they were good at it. Like, you know, as Brahma, who's the gravy fiend, you know, like, if you like that down-home country style of food, Cracker Barrel was good. It's like Bob Evans was good at that. They're just, you know, they all are going to, I mean, if Gordon Ramsay was doing the Kitchen Nightmares thing, why is this frozen? Get fresh.
I love how many times in Kitchen Nightmares he'll be like, "Is this frozen?" And they'll be like, "It's fresh frozen." What the fuck is fresh frozen?
Frozen.
Yeah, like, oh yeah, it's
More like
flash
it's frozen.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You can still taste it.
Is there any restaurant where you really get good soda though, unless it's out of a can or a bottle?
Actually, McDonald's I think had the best Coke.
If it's out of a can, it's just not going to be that good. Like, bottle is where it's at. I can always taste
Rumor
the
always
can.
was McDonald's got a different syrup ratio than anybody else by contract.
So yeah, it was. I can talk to it because I had a friend who did the maintenance for a franchisee in the Western Virginia Shenandoah Valley area, and it was in the McDonald's contracts that your machines had to be kept up to spec, like, or they could pull your franchise. And the machines, number one, they had to change the filters weekly. And I don't know if any of us, if I'm sure you guys have worked in maybe fast food in your life, and know how often some of those water filters were actually getting changed in a lot of fast food places.
I never worked in fast food, but I worked in a pizza joint. And no, we never changed those filters. Fucking ever.
So McDonald's, they enforced it. Like, if you made a complaint about the soda and McDonald's would send independent people to like check. If it was verified you weren't doing it, after like 3 violations, they would pull your franchise license.
Meanwhile, they can't keep their ice cream machine working to save their lives.
Well, that's because McDonald's owned the maintenance company that was the only one allowed to fix the ones. So.
There was a guy who came up with a quick, easy fix, and they would not let the franchisees do it.
Now, I feel like I do have to clarify. I never changed any filters on that stuff, but I was also one of the few people who was trusted to operate the oven, so I was making pizzas. I think they put some of the dumber teenagers on stuff like that.
When I worked pizzas, we just sold 2 liters.
Pizza.
Well, I worked at a place called like Happy Joe's. It was a pizza place. It's a pizza chain out in the Midwest called Happy Joe's. I don't know if it still exists, but like they've got like a giant dining area, and it's supposed to be a place where you go to eat in with family and stuff.
Right.
But
Or
it's
you
a big
can get
pizza
by
joint.
the pie or the slice, that kind of thing.
You can go by like the pie or the slice. They've got other stuff on the menu. They ours had like a little arcade section where the kids could go plug quarters into machines all night. It was a whole big dining experience.
The Pizza Huts of old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to work in Los Polos Hermanos, and you had to change the filters daily or you were shot.
Sounds like you changed the filters daily.
It's a reference to Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Also they had the what the heck was it called? Taco pizza? Oh man, that was a good pizza.
You know what the best one I ever made was?
What was that?
I made chili cheese pizza. I would take a can of like Hormel chili from home, put it on there as the sauce, and then we had nacho cheese cups. Put that on it, then put the mozzarella on it.
That's kind of what they did with the taco pizza. You had like the crust, right? And it was a thin crust, so it was nice and crispy. And then refried beans instead of tomato paste. and then lettuce and tortilla chips.
So kind of like a Mexican pizza.
Yeah. It was really tasty, though. Like, they were actually really good. And it usually came with salsa. So you could pour salsa on it if you wanted.
I worked there like 4 years, so I tried all kinds of crap. I would just bring stuff from home, like hamburger helper. I would bring the leftover hamburger helper and make a pizza out of it. SpaghettiOs with Frank's. Made a good pizza.
All right. So as we
You
transition,
get so
I don't
bored
know,
with
that
regular.
doesn't sound good.
It was actually pretty good because
As we-
you're putting like the mozzarella on top of it and stuff. So
as we transition topics, I just saw this and I thought, what a smart way to get your local
I
government to
saw
do what they're
that,
supposed to. So, because painting the St. George Cross, which is the English flag, anywhere is now considered a hate crime in England.
Which is just fucking baffling, by the way.
Flying the
These-
flag of your own country is terrible. That's true.
The vigilantes here have realized that if they do it on the open potholes, it will make the local governments actually fix them.
make them fix it.
It's like brilliant. Oh, that's just. But how crazy is it that the English flag is a hate crime
It's a
item?
hate crime to fly the flag of your own country. You can fly as many Palestinian or Pakistani flags as you like. But, you know, if you can't fly the flag of your own country in your own country, it's a sign you've been conquered.
They have
I'm reading Bush McFadden's Adventures in Fast Food right now because he's usually the boss when he goes to these places, and apparently teenagers don't like to clean anymore.
Apparently, Bush was a tyrant.
When he says teenagers don't like to clean anymore, I feel like the caveat should just be teenagers never liked to clean.
No, but I mean, I
yes,
didn't
but
like
now they're
to
more
clean
prone
either.
to talking back and not doing it.
Yeah, but if my boss told me to fucking do it, I did it. Like, I didn't go, oh, your boss never made me do that. No, I fucking did what I was told because I wanted my paycheck at the end of the week.
My favorite manager when I had my first job would just walk around and he had two phrases he would constantly say to people working in the concession stand. One is if he saw you leaning, if you can lean, you can clean.
Yep.
Yeah,
You got
and-
time to lean, you got time to clean.
And then this one was the second one. This one was my favorite. When someone would like talk back to him about anything, he would look at them and say, "Does it say Burger King on my uniform? Because you can't have it your way. Go do what I told you."
We had, when I was busing at Carrabba's, we had a wall where we would kind of stand where we could see the whole store or the whole restaurant to see which tables were getting up, that kind of thing. But if you actually stood there, the manager would come over and start screaming at you that the wall doesn't need you to hold it up.
Yeah,
So-
we had that in boot camp. If you were leaning against the wall, they'd be like,
What would have been funny?
why are you
is
holding up that bulkhead?
What would
Yeah.
have been funny is if you'd walked away and the wall had fallen over. You said, told you.
Would have been nice if it just once had happened.
Just once. That's right.
So that's when I was introduced, by the way. This was the manager who explained to me the concept of MBWA, which it was expected to do once I made it up to being a manager, which was manage by walking around. You are not allowed to just be a fixture on a wall. That is your job, is to walk around
I don't
and
know
actually
if-
see what's happening.
I don't know if my boss ever realized this when I was making pizzas in the back, but the work surface was that like brushed stainless steel.
Mm-hmm.
So like every smudge showed up in it when you were making the pizza, and then when you put the pizza through the oven, every smudge you could see it. And my OCD made it so that no one ever had to tell me to clean it up, because if I could see any, I wanted it to be shiny. So I would just immediately start wiping it down because I did not like the smudges. I hated looking at them.
I used to build things out of the dustinator that we used to, you know, the stuff that the flour mixture that you would put down to keep the dough from sticking to the counter. I used to build all kinds of stuff with that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that when you're a teenager and you're working in your job, you're finding ways to make it enjoyable, because most minimum wage entry level jobs are menial and not really the most fun. So I don't begrudge.
Outside of the rush hours, yeah.
And I never begrudged people having a little bit of fun when I was
The thing I got yelled at for the most was they always would come down on me like, you're putting too many toppings on the pizza. I'm like, that's why people
Not
like
using the measuring cups, that kind
yeah,
of thing.
I just grab a
Yeah.
handful. I'm like, that looks good. Like, I want good coverage, you know?
I want to go eat where Slender works.
Yeah, so that's where in inventory, right, especially in food inventory, that's when you're getting the things that are considered what are called yield items.
Yeah.
Like, what is the yield? There's no exact number on like how many pepperoni are you supposed to put on the pizza. And
Also,
you're like, well,
70s, if you are ever in the West Virginia area, I will happily make you a Chicago-style deep dish meat lovers pizza.
I would love that. And the
With
way
the
you do it, I will hold you to that.
With 4 kinds of cheese,
I will
bacon, sausage, pepperoni, all the good stuff.
And now all these jobs are gone because of visas and automations, but that's a bullpen topic. It is
55 million.
But we're making
Also,
progress.
it's spicy because I do put crushed red pepper on it. So if you don't like spicy, you're gonna have to deal.
You know, I've never worked in a fast food restaurant.
Did you not have
or
those
any
in
restaurant?
Scotland?
I never,
No,
like I said, I
joined the
worked in a
mili-
pizza
I
joint.
joined the military at 16, so I was working in the military as a teenager.
That's a better route. Yeah, I worked at the pizza joint, and then I worked at the cafeteria at the ski resort, so that I could get that free season pass, and I wouldn't have to pay for a lift ticket every time I went skiing.
I see.
Nice. Yeah, I mean,
employees got a free season pass. Worth it.
Not gonna lie, when part of my calculation when I went and got a job at the movie theater was like, I'm gonna be able to save money on going to the movies. So in addition to my normal income from what I'm gonna get working here, I'm gonna be able to save money. So it'll be a force multiplier for my job costs. When I advocated this strongly for teenagers, when you're looking for your first job, if you have a brand that you like where you spend the money, you'll get a significant discount usually for working in that business, location. So if you can work there, that'll help you. Like movie theaters, you're going to get free movie tickets and you can usually bring your friends. With retail, you're going to get significant employee discounts on the retail brand you work for. If those are costs you would normally be having, give yourself basically a raise by working somewhere you'd spend the money.
Pizza stream? I could do a pizza stream. Takes a lot of work though. I do make my own pizza dough as well.
I found some other examples from the Ozempic face earlier, Chad. Where people have just morphed their faces way too much.
Eric Myers, yes, a Chicago-style deep dish is essentially a true pizza pie.
It's soup.
It's fucking delicious. You put a full-on pizza crust in a deep dish pan. You do like a more spaghetti or pasta type sauce in the lower layer. And you put all the toppings in. Then you put a second crust across the top of that, and you put the tomato paste, cheese, and additional toppings on top of that. So it's basically like a double-decker pizza, and kind of like a pan pizza with a thin crust on top of it. They're really good though. Like
So
one piece will fill you up.
So name these actresses starting with upper left.
in the middle at the top?
We have
No, that's Jenna Ortega.
Kate Beckinsale.
I know
upper left.
Jenna Ortega, and that is the only one.
upper middle.
No,
Yep.
that's not Kate Beckinsale. That's the chick from The Boys. Erin Moriarty.
Because Kate Beckinsale's face looks like that now too.
Why do they all look like if I had sex with them, they would bite my head off at the end?
Well, they
Aliens?
wouldn't because they probably don't eat. anymore.
They have like mantis face. Their faces are triangles.
So we've
and
got
then
chick from the
upper right
Erin
is
Moriarty, Jenna Ortega, Vanessa Kirby, Sophie
Turner, Miley
Dead person.
Cyrus,
Miley Cyrus, and
the
Leah
girl
Michelle.
from the girl from
Is that her name?
Glee. Yeah, the girl from
So
Glee.
Miley Cyrus looks like she's actually dead, clinically dead. There, she's a skeleton.
She looks like what's his face from 28 Years Later.
Jenna
Cillian Murphy.
Ortega, Vanessa
Yeah.
Kirby, Miley.
And the one in the one on the end, at the bottom. Who's the one in the bottom right?
Leah Michelle.
Leah
She looks
Michelle
like
is
she's had
bottom
her-
right.
She's had her
Sophie
face
Turner
designed
is
in
bottom
Unreal
left.
Engine 5 for a current video game.
Leah Michelle looks a lot like Idina Menzel.
Boosh, you keep the middle really thin. The pizza dough in the middle, you got to keep that layer real thin. Cause it'll take about 30-40 minutes for that thing to cook.
Soul Assassin. I think all of us here know who Robert Zedar is. And yes, Leah Michelle does have his chin.
So to Davina, the Miley Cyrus face is Photoshop. We actually pulled up the actual red carpet pictures of Miley Cyrus rocking this look, and maybe there might be some mild digital.
I think they did some
alterations,
mild Photoshop to
but
exaggerate it, but it's not far off.
She had that stupid bangs. She had like those earrings. It's basically correct with what she was looking like at this event.
The only
No,
one.
Eric, I agree. I hate having too much dough in a pizza. I try to avoid that. Go ahead,
I'm
Rob.
not sure what work Vanessa Kirby's had done, or if she just got skinnier. Plus, they've got her at an angle where it just looks like her head's a V.
So Vanessa Kirby had to start taking the cocktail because she got the HIV from Pedro.
Just by touching him.
It seems likely.
Oh, believe me, she didn't touch him. He touched her. He had anxiety.
Who she really wanted was Superman, Henry Cavill. Have you guys ever seen that video of her during the interview just like drooling over him?
Oh, not.
And she looked
What's
great
his name?
then.
The seat is wet.
Corn sweat.
Not
No,
corn sweat.
because she was
Cavill.
in the Mission Impossible with Henry Cavill.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Talk about
Let me
hitting like the negative
see if I can
lottery
find that
when your
video.
last name is Corn Sweat. Some last names, it's like I'm changing that as soon as I'm old
Probably
enough
just
to
as though it
change
wasn't ball sweat. And
As Brahma looks at that, we do have some positive news. In the good news category, Karen Gillan has officially joined the Highlander reboot cast.
Yep.
Along with Henry Cavill. And
nice.
She was quoted to say, "No fake accent needed here." She's
Wait,
going,
She's gonna be Heather.
She's going full Scottish.
Who's Henry Cavill? Is he playing the Highlander?
he
Yes.
is. Because he is
Well,
part
he's playing
Scottish.
Connor
That-
McLeod.
That could work. That could. What the fuck was that?
Could work.
Brahma's sharing.
I found the video.
Oh, okay.
Here, I'll let you pop that up. Here we go.
Okay. Yeah, just look at the way
I
she
hear
looks
nothing.
at Henry Cavill.
Well, it's
there's not really
copyrighted
anything except
music.
for music, so.
Oh, okay.
She's looking
But-
at his groin
Yeah,
now.
but she's staring at his crotch.
Oh, dude,
Now
she
staring
is.
at his face.
Oh,
She
yeah.
is thinking about putting her hand on
There's
his
a puddle
privates.
forming under the
Yeah.
chair.
Lot different than the way she looks at Pedro Pascal.
You know
Dude,
what
that-
she's thinking? She's thinking, "Hey, Henry, do you have social anxiety? Do you need to touch me to
Henry,
feel
I'm
better about
overrating.
yourself?"
Are those pants made of Velcro? Because she looks like she's about to slide off that chair.
Henry,
But
I'm
also,
ovulating.
she looks so much better with some baby fat in her face.
No shit, right?
Because that was like peak Vanessa Kirby.
Vanessa Kirby then responded to Henry Cavill, "I'd look even better with something else in my face."
Something fat inside me. Yeah.
Oh, so
Highlander
yeah,
That's all
could
the
be good
producing
then.
I'm doing tonight.
okay.
Well done.
All right, so yeah, back Karen Gillan, she joined. She had a quote, "So excited to be an actual Highlander in Highlander," she said.
There's not much I haven't liked her in, so this is actually pretty good news.
This
I
is
mean,
the
I love
quote-
Highlander
on my
too.
front.
I hope they like, and Henry Cavill's all about honoring the lore. So, I think this could be really good.
So this
I
was the
think it
quote,
could be
"My-
great."
My dialect coach can sit this one out.
Go back to the original. So she's going to be Heather, obviously. His first wife.
Wonder if it's going to
I
have
mean,
a
that would be
Ramirez as well.
I doubt it, though, because if you're signing Karen Gillan, she's going to be the romantic lead, probably.
No.
I don't know that they're going to set it in New York.
It does say the wife of Connor McLeod. Gillan will take on the role of the wife of Connor McLeod, so Heather.
And there wouldn't be a whole lot of reason for her to have her accent if she was the modern day love interest. Unless she plays both. She could play the reincarnation of Heather. They've done that in Highlander.
They're not doing reincarnation this time.
Is there going to be a Ramirez in it then?
Yeah.
Yes, they've already cast him. Trying to remember who. It was somebody that didn't make a whole lot of sense.
You know what? I would have cast Denzel Washington just to really have a good time with it.
Oh, that would have been good.
Or maybe they've only cast a Kurgan.
Oh,
I know they cast a
Kurgan. It's
Russell
Crowe.
Yeah.
Oi, I'm Spanish.
When it really should have been Antonio Banderas.
Yep, you're right.
Oi, mate. Good eye, mate. I'm Ramirez. It's truth.
Provided IMDb is trustworthy, because sometimes it's when it's early before things go. We've got Cavill as McLeod, Russell Crowe as
Batista
Ramirez,
as the Kurgan.
Batista as the Kurgan, Karen Gillan as Heather, and Marissa Abella as Brenda, who I believe.
I think we know where the weak link is there.
Russell Crowe as Ramirez?
That would be good. No, I think that's perfect.
No, I think Dave Batista is the weak link in this.
You know,
There's
but he's
no
playing the
way he's gonna
Kurgan.
pull off the Kurgan well enough.
I mean, he doesn't have to be.
You could have got Clancy Brown again. He's still alive.
Could have.
You know, looking back, you look at the question, it was like, man, Sean Connery, you lasted a long time on your first life before you became immortal, didn't you?
Yeah.
In the TV show, what's interesting, because they greatly expanded the lore in the Highlander TV show, and I distinctly remember there was a thing where if you were gonna, like, you know, you could sense that someone was gonna be immortal.
The quickening.
You know, if they were nearby, but if there was a cutoff, like if you could age out of being an immortal. Like if you passed a certain age level, you would just die normal. You wouldn't become immormal. I always thought
Likewise, there were children immortals because they were killed young.
Yeah, so it was. I'd highly recommend the Highlander TV show if you like the Highlander franchise. At least the first 3 seasons were fantastic. With was it Adrian Paul? Was
Adrian Paul? Yep.
Was Connor McLeod.
And Christopher Lambert was there too.
No, he was Duncan McLeod.
And then everyone's asking, how is that guy Raiden? And it's like, he was already Raiden in the Highlander. Come on.
You Spanish peacock. Now, Christopher Lambert guest starred quite a few times as Connor.
He did, yeah.
Adrian Paul was Duncan. That's who the show was based on. But Lambert was there quite often.
I loved in the first episode when he introduced him, and they're like, you guys are like, it's like same family, different vintage. Like we're both McLeods. We're just from different eras. Because if I remember right, Duncan was supposed to be about 200 years younger than Connor was.
Boosh, are you sending DMs on the back end?
Yeah. A picture of Miley Cyrus last year. Give me a second. Oh, actually, I've already got it.
They should cast Michael Ironside in it just to give him a chance to be in a Highlander movie, because he was meant to be in one and it never happened.
He wouldn't be able to do it now. Have you seen how big he is?
Did you see him in Nobody?
Yeah. So that was her just a year ago.
Yeah, things have changed.
Cocaine's
Not for
a
the
hell of a
better.
drug.
It's very big hair.
Oh, wait. Hold
Yeah,
on
it used to be if you wanted to lose weight, you just took cocaine.
The Ozempic thing, though, have you heard? Normal World was talking about it, I think, yesterday. Have you heard the other side effect of it?
Hold on, wait. Breaking news.
No.
Things are going so well for Cracker Barrel, they're offering free sides if you come in this weekend. Please come back to Cracker Barrel.
2 days only.
No, what's the deal with Ozempic other than the fact that it makes you look like a fucking
You can
scarecrow?
go blind. You can go
Well,
blind.
yes, that is one. It's affected thousands of people that they've gone irreversibly blind. But apparently one of the other side effects in women is that it makes things hang a little bit and get a little bit floppier down below.
So the beef sandwiches become.
I was going to say the
a
curtains.
little.
Yes, the labia get a little bit looser and clappier.
No, use the euphemisms.
Can you clap them together?
I don't know. Stop it. No.
So that is apparently another side effect of it that is being reported.
Loose
Gross.
lips
Moving
sink
on. Let's
ships.
talk about video games. Fuck this.
Yep. All right. So first, we wanted to go ahead and do, which one do we want to start with?
Follow up on the Roblox situation.
Okay.
Let's start that off first because I called this shit perfectly.
All right. Let me get that up. All right. Sharing the screen. Go ahead and start.
So, I started researching this on Friday because I saw it all week last week, and I was really trying to avoid it because it was going to make me angry, and I mean, I think it did. I think it put me in a really bad mood.
You angry?
Yeah, no shit, right? But Bride was like, why are they going after Steam, but they're not going after Roblox while we were doing all this research? And I was like, well, because Roblox is publicly traded and Steam is privately owned. I can almost guarantee you Visa and MasterCard have investments tied up with Roblox because Roblox is one of the most successful video game franchises in the fucking world.
It's fucking license to print money.
Mm-hmm. And if you're publicly traded, all the banks can get in on that money. And they are. So, I mean, it's the same reason they don't go after, OnlyFans. It's because they make money off of OnlyFans. But privately owned companies aren't paying their dues. They're not given that protection money.
Did you look into much of the Chris Hansen stuff with Roblox this week?
I saw some, but I try to avoid it. Like I said, this shit puts me in a bad headspace and makes me really angry.
Yeah, so the To Catch a Predator guy is all over them right now. Because I believe he said that one of his kids was propositioned on Roblox as well.
Wasn't he working with a vigilante who was on Roblox identifying them and pointing them out too? Who then got banned from the game?
Sending their information to the police, not doxing them.
Yeah.
And then they banned him for making it an unsafe space.
I think his name was Schlepp. Yeah, he was a vigilante who was identifying child predators and sending their information to police, and the police were thanking him, and everybody's like, well, vigilante justice isn't okay. And I'm like, that's not vigilante justice.
No, that's
vigilante justice
police,
is when you
illegal
appoint
activity.
yourself the judge, jury, and executioner. Sending information along to the police is called helping your community.
Yep.
And he himself had been a victim.
Yeah. And now he turned all that fucking energy into something great. And they punished him.
It may have been that
for
guy
it.
was the victim, not Hansen's kid.
Yeah. No good deed.
I haven't gotten
Schlepp,
all of
right?
the stuff.
It was Schlepp that was the victim. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I remember once upon a time when my kids were much younger, they wanted to play Roblox, and I let them play it once or twice. But I immediately went in and restricted their permissions to the bare minimum. Yep. And the more I saw what they wanted permission to do, the more I was like, I don't think this is appropriate or manageable, and we're going to delete it. Like, you guys want to play Minecraft? I'll get you Minecraft. I'll buy you better games. But this is... I don't like this.
Yeah, my kids did Animal Jam about 10 years ago. And yeah, they were getting furry stuff through Animal Jam, which is made for younger than preteens.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, I would rather my 12-year-old play Grand Theft Auto online than Roblox.
probably safer, because every single one of these made for 13 and under game platforms seems to be infested with a whole bunch of dirty old men.
Well,
I
it's
think
infested with
Slender's right,
predators. It's infested with predators. The whole reason it draws kids in is because the kids can't buy the games they want, and the Roblox platform makes a bunch of rip-off versions of the game, like Temu versions of the game. And then, like, you go in there, and there's some weird shit that's like, this is not appropriate for children.
Yeah,
Why
well,
is this not marked as not
That's
appropriate for
the
children?
other thing, we can get dinged on YouTube for a few seconds of music. Roblox has got entire games that are complete rip-offs of other copyrighted games and material.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, all day.
Yeah.
And in a game that, from its own creators, is for people 13 and under, why then do you have emotes that are sex simulations?
Well, and you've got like Chinese companies, Indian companies, even American companies to a certain extent. Like your kid wants Dragon Ball Tenkaichi and can't get the game. You're like, nah, we can't afford it. He can go play a ripped off version of the game on Roblox, complete with all the characters from Dragon Ball and everything. They don't stop that shit.
Yep.
It's bad. It's really freaking bad. I don't know how this company is allowed to do the things they do.
Yeah, Eric.
Well,
so,
you pointed out why. You pointed out why already.
So Eric brings up the back to single player offline. The only games I let my son play are Switch games that are single player, like he plays Mario, plays Zelda. He's 10 years old. He doesn't get online games. He doesn't have a tablet, at least at home. I mean, he goes over to friends' houses. Maybe they have it there, but he gets upset about it because he's like, all my other friends have tablets. The Xbox is in the home office where it's open door with all the place where I work all day.
I got the girls, my daughters, you know my daughters, Chad. I got them Kindle Fires, but I did not enable online access. They were not able to go online with them. They were able to use the Wi-Fi, but that's it. And I have very strict firewall rules on my Wi-Fi, so. Sorry, continue. I just wanted to jump in on that.
No, I think that, and I think that's the right way to do it nowadays, because anything like Roblox or even Fortnite, any place that is designed to be a gathering place of young children in the online sphere, it's just too enticing for the people who want to do bad things. And here's the other thing we don't want to, and like to Slender's greater point, there is a financial incentive because the guys and women who are on there to do bad things will spend great deals of money to attract the attention.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Dude, if we shut down Roblox tomorrow, it doesn't matter. The kids will go somewhere else, and the people who are after the kids will follow them to wherever they go. So, like, it's not even entirely Roblox's fault. Now, fuck Roblox because of some of the shit they've done and some of the shit they've failed to do. But it's not like the buck stops here.
Still comes down to parents in the end.
It really does. Like, I steered my kids, okay? I love video games. My kids they've grown to love video games as well. Anytime they wanted to play a game I was unsure of, I went and checked the game out first. I got Child of Light for my daughters because I thought they'd really have fun with that. I got them on Hollow Knight, although I think one of my daughters actually was really excited to play Hollow Knight before I even was. But then I played it and I was like, nah, this is good. You guys get into Hollow Knight. We're really excited for Silk Song. Stay tuned. I got an announcement about that in case nobody was paying attention to the game stuff this week. I kind of steered them, you know. If there was a game that they wanted to play, I at the very least would go and see what the game was all about, if not play it myself before I let them jump in. Now they're both, you know, my youngest are both 16, and honestly, if they want to play a game, I don't really care. They're old enough and they're mature enough that they can fucking figure it out.
My daughters had like Game Boy DSs, and played like the dogs and cats games a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for as much as
So-
people talk about graphics and this and that and all the advanced systems, you hand a kid a Game Boy with Tetris, and they will still sit there and play it.
Oh, and,
For
and one of my
hours.
kids, one of my younger son, he's got a temper on him, right? Like I took away his Fortnite privileges for a long time because I was like, dude, this game makes you too fucking angry. Like you're throwing controllers, and now I've got to buy a new controller because you threw that one across the room. Thank God it didn't hit the TV because I
I'll
can't
never get him a
afford one of
set of
those
golf
right
clubs.
now. But it's like, dude, you can't play this game. It makes you too angry. Find something else to play.
So I see Davina talking about Sonic Frontiers and Mario Odyssey. I would highly recommend Mario Odyssey if you've got a kid. There's in-game purchasing, like where you can get outfits and things, but it's all done on currency you find in the level playing. There's no microtransactions or anything like that. It's a solid platformer. A lot of good Mario gameplay and storyline. I think Mario
and if
Odyssey
they like
is a
that one,
fantastic
then take them back to basics. Put them through the original
Yeah,
Mario.
get the NES Mini and the SNES Mini.
Get Mario World, which was kind of like peak Mario when it was still a side scroller. Then go to 64. Galaxy was really good. Like there's a lot of good Mario titles.
You can find it secondhand because it was a limited edition Switch release. It was like the Mario 3D All Stars. It was N64 Mario, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy, all in one pack.
You mean this still in plastic?
Yeah. so
Yes,
it was-
Davina, you are correct. Do not throw your controller. And guess what? He didn't get that from me. He got that from Bride. I had to buy a new TV because of Bride once.
can confirm.
She's like, I didn't throw the controller. I just set it down next to the TV. And then it bounced off of the TV stand and hit the bottom of the TV and shattered it into a million fucking pieces.
Did gravity work differently in your house? Because if you set something
Yeah,
down,
gravity worked real different that day.
I've never. All right, I broke a Universal TV remote one time. It was in the 2001 World Series, Game 7. I'm watching it. Mariano Rivera throws the pitch, and that asshole for the Arizona Diamondbacks breaks his bat in for that bloop single that wins the game. I was so fucking pissed off. I threw the control. and
Meanwhile,
had to get
side
a new
note,
one.
I'm looking into the other room and I just saw Bride jump out of bed because she's watching the show right now. Jumped out of bed. Didn't come running over here to correct me. She's running out to the kitchen to escape because she knows what she did.
Well, I don't know. She ran over to get into chat because she wrote, I threw the controller on the bed, bounced off the bed, and hit the TV.
A likely story.
That's got to be a lot of force, though, for it to bounce that, because I'm assuming you have
Yep.
the TV.
Yep. The TV wasn't like right up against the bed. That thing cleared the walking space between the TV and the bed.
So, Boosh, so you threw the control. I was really mad at Thor.
She is playing Smite.
Everybody knows Thor is a dick. So the deep dive truth of it is that Visa and MasterCard on any of these publicly traded platforms will generally be investors and be making money off of them. So they're not going to do it. And the real thing they're trying to get with Steam is they say, hey, you've got a really nice video game, PC game sales,
You got a really
place
nice
right there.
platform here. Be
Yeah,
a shame if
something
anything happened to it.
Maybe you want to go public and give us a minority position so we can make money on.
Yeah, pay us some of that there protection money.
It galls them to no end that Steam is unbeaten right now. That every time they try to launch another PC game marketplace, it just doesn't take off. It fails. Xbox Live.
This is why I am dyed in the wool Steam right now, because like everybody's coming after them, and it's because they still put the customers first.
Yeah.
Yeah, the closest competitor I would say is probably Xbox Live, and only because they have the Game Pass that makes things free if you pay for the Game Pass subscription.
Well, and that's because Xbox is trying to shift their business model because they're losing the console wars. And,
I 100%
and honestly, there's no
believe
point.
that the Xbox Series X is the last physical Xbox release we're going
It
to
is.
get.
There might be one more, but right now I'm leaning against it.
Yeah.
They're making the smart play and just going to they used the Xbox to get Xbox Game Pass up and running. Xbox Game Pass is the closest competitor Steam has right now, and they're going to shift in to be Steam's primary competition.
Yeah. Now, also this week, I don't know, you saw the price. Nintendo even increased the price on the original Switch.
Nintendo can eat a dick. I'm sorry.
They
Fuck
did
Nintendo
that.
at this
They're
point.
saying it's from tariffs, right? So
Bollocks.
which is the stupidest thing because everybody, like, as your system, if you're,
I don't even care if it is. They've pissed me off with 15 other things they've done this year. I don't fucking care at this point.
Well, no, but my point is historically, once you launch the replacement system, you never price increase the last one again. Right?
No,
Last
especially
generation.
since they just said a couple of months ago, oh, well, if you find that the new Nintendo Switch is too expensive, we recommend you go buy the older one because it's priced lower for that very reason. Oh, is it?
And it
You just
becomes
raised the
less
fucking
expensive
price.
to make over the time of the life of the console.
Well, it loses value too. Why would anyone buy the old one right now?
Yep.
It's fucking stupid. I don't know what the fuck happened over at Nintendo, but I hate them now. And I used to be like a Nintendo fan. I used to always say, like, Nintendo, they do a lot of shit wrong, but every once in a while, this console war rages on, and every once in a while, Nintendo just comes out of their little fucking castle and goes, "Still the king," and then they go back to their castle. They're not the king anymore. They've fucked everything up, everything.
Well, I do think that the Switch 2 is going to outsell. I mean, whether this is right or wrong, at this point, I think PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, they, as nice as they are in terms of hardware for gaming exclusivity, they're not as good as a PC. And the market that would, if you're looking at that, if you're in the market to buy a PlayStation 5 for $550,
Yeah.
what you're just gonna, it makes more sense to buy a gaming PC that has more utility than just gaming for like $800, and you can still and you can play games at a higher fidelity.
Well, and the only reason that the Nintendo consoles always sell so high is because that's the only way you can get their fucking games.
Yeah, Nintendo still believes in exclusivity. The other thing that the Nintendo has is, and they did this on purpose, you don't see, there's no more Nintendo DS, right? The Switch is the handheld. The Switch 2 is the new handheld.
Yep.
They made their console also, they combined their two markets, right? It used to be that Nintendo was the number one in handheld gaming, and
I feel that's a good thing though. Just not the way they're
You don't have to
handling it.
buy one of each.
Yeah, I can just fucking.
The console and the handheld.
Yeah, I'm actually a big. That's one of the reasons I like the Switch, and the Switch has become the main system I have on my living room television for my son to play. The games are usually
Davina,
more
is
user-friendly.
Nintendo selling its own games on PC, or is Nintendo or are third-party Nintendo creators selling games on PC? Because like I've got Mega Man, I've got the Mega Man
That's
collection,
Capcom,
I've got
yeah.
the Castlevania collection, I've got the Contra collection, I've got a lot of collections. I don't think Nintendo's selling any of the mainstream.
No,
I
there's
can
no
see
Mario
Nintendo
or
titles.
Zelda.
Legend of
PC.
Zelda.
Yeah, like
Yeah, there's nothing like
you're
that.
not gonna get a Metroid on PC anytime soon.
And that's because Nintendo doesn't own the properties you just mentioned.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, though. When she says Nintendo is selling its
Yeah.
games on PC, I don't think they are.
Not
Hey,
that I've
and
seen.
Was Is Battlefield 2042 the one that we were playing on Game Pass?
Yes.
Because it's on sale for like $2.99 on Steam right now.
Yeah, that's when I actually ended up buying it because it was like $2.99.
Yeah, I think I might do that.
The new one, I played a bit of the beta. The new one looks really good, but it's not going to be on Game Pass or anything right away, and I'm not spending $70 on a shooter.
No, especially when apparently this is the beginning of the end for Battlefield.
If that's the case, then it's going to be a glorious end, because when I played of that beta, it went back to like Battlefield 3-4 days.
So as a
We'll see.
transition topic,
You
with
saw
Battlefield-
a very heavily
I know.
curated vertical slice.
I'm well aware. That's why do you think I say I'm not, even though I liked it, I'm not buying it when it first comes out.
So as a dovetailing from Battlefield, this is a fun map. These are states you can own a military tank with a working cannon in. Everything in green, it's legal. Everything in red, it's illegal. And everything in yellow, you can have the tank, but you have to disable the cannon. So both
Dude,
of the
every
Jedi-
cannon owner in Idaho should line their tanks up on the western border.
Absolutely.
I like that it's even an option in Hawaii. It's like,
No,
Yeah,
it's
you just can't
illegal,
import
yeah.
I know that it's illegal, but the fact that they included Hawaii on the map and said, yeah, it's illegal there, it's like,
But you notice it.
who's getting a freaking tank into
It's illegal
Hawaii?
in my state? I'm
So-
disappointed.
That state that's on the bottom left, is that Eastern Russia or Western Canada?
Yeah.
It's northwestern Canada.
That is Western Canada.
It's definitely Russia now that Putin's been on that land. You know, we basically just handed it back to him.
Now,
Fuck
Slender.
off.
I assume you
Slender-
can own a military tank in Hawaii, but just not with a working cannon.
No, it's illegal.
No, it's
red.
just
Completely illegal.
Now, Slender, I want you to start writing your West Virginia state delegates, because that seems like a pretty big gap in the West Virginia freedom of gun ownership.
I know, right? We're
Very
gonna have to
disappointed
discuss
in
this.
Oklahoma. I'm very disappointed.
You should share
in
the map and be
Oklahoma.
like, "Look, fellas,
I'm gonna
Maybe-
write my district representative and be like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck is this?"
if you're not ready to give us the working cannon, you should at least make it legal with it disabled. Let's get on the right side of history here."
Can I at least have a cannon? Like,
know what
maybe
you
I don't
do?
need a tank, but can I have a cannon?
Here's how you do it. You'd be like, "Look, West Virginia, Florida's okay with it. You don't want to be behind Florida, right?"
Yeah. Florida man is just, he's killing us right now, guys.
So I just thought that was funny. Yeah, but in Battlefield, because I do enjoy, and Imp is good with the tank in there, but not as good as Smokey,
I
man.
guess
Smokey.
the right to bear arms doesn't count because you can't pick a tank up and carry it around.
Now in
Yeah,
Canada,
you can.
where you're at 70s, I believe you're not allowed to own a rock.
You're not even allowed to own a toy tank, never mind
Yeah.
a real one.
Yeah, GI Joes have been illegal up there for years.
Yeah, I believe that they'll be coming for my firearms
It's like-
soon, according to the Liberal
it's
government.
like where you're not allowed to own GI Joe toys because it gives little boys the idea that they might want to use guns to protect people.
They might want to grow up to be men. Yeah.
All right, we
And
got
you
more
can't have
gaming
that.
news.
Yep. All right.
We got more
next
gaming
story.
news. We're moving on from Roblox because I hated that subject anyway, and it made me feel very icky when I had to do the research. Now we're going on to something else that it's Gamescom 2025 happened this week. There were a lot of announcements. Now, here's the thing. I did share that article with you. I will disagree with this article. I think this article is a little clickbaity. What they are referencing is at the midpoint. They talked about they basically, there was a very specific game that was discussed. It was one of those games that no AAA company would make it. So there's some little fucking company that got a grant to make it from the government, and they talked about, you know, democracy and shit for a little while. It was like a 5-10 minute segment in the show. I actually think this show was better than some of the previous shows, and they did have a lot of trailers. The problem with a lot of the trailers was a lot of them were boring as fuck. Everything's just starting to look samey. Like, really samey.
You mean like modern architecture?
Yeah. Well, like, every game there were a lot of games that are trying to look like Souls-likes, and there are a lot of games that it's like, I've seen this before. They had like it basically looked like a mobile game.
Is that an engine issue or is that a studio issue?
I think it's really a creative issue. Engine issue. The only engine issue I will point out is we're getting into that uncanny valley again, where like the 3D generated people look just real enough that it sets off my lizard brain and tells me I'm in danger. Because their mouths don't move quite right when they're talking, and their eyes don't look quite right, and I don't like it.
So you're talking about Democrats?
I mean, that's true, yes. But, and this is personal opinion, I have compiled 6 trailers, 5 for me, 5 being my top 5, and 1 for Brahma. And I figured we just go through and we talk about these trailers.
Do it.
So let me do a screen share here. Share screen.
Make sure you share the audio.
It is highlighted to share the audio, so hopefully it'll work. And we're going to start off with this one. I thought this game looked kind of cool. But again, not the best year, right? Can you guys hear the audio?
Yes.
Millions of souls
Volume
fall
good?
into the underworld every
Maybe a
day.
little loud.
You're no different. My lord, he's here.
Did we
Lot
get a
of-
big trouble in Little China over here?
A lot of China stuff this time, and it all looks like it's trying to be the next Black Myth Wukong.
Yes.
My
Yeah, but
guess
a lot
is
of it's probably been in development longer.
So if you
than-
hit pause
Probably.
real quick.
Yeah,
You remember for a few years that the big thing for Hollywood movies was to get released in China because they could make money there. In order to secure a Chinese release, they had to have Chinese themes, Chinese locations, Chinese actors. And that's why we were like, hey, why is it wasn't it weird in that Transformers movie, Age of Extinction, where they just randomly went to China to have the Dinobots there? It's because
Gamescom was in Germany, Davina.
So my guess is, even though they're not making it very public, that Tencent or other Chinese developers probably have a finance role in these. And they're also doing it because by doing that, they can guarantee releases outside of Chinese censorship.
Yeah, but I mean, these look good. They do look good.
The souls that stray. I've watched over this city for ages. And
It's also a mythology that hasn't really been tapped for the gaming market at all.
It's true. It's very fresh.
quiet.
Most Westerners do not know any of this mythology,
You can judge my fate.
This looks pretty cool.
and they've got thousands of years of this mythology to draw upon.
You cannot.
Fun fact about Chinese mythology and history, every time they faced an outside country that had any kind of capability, they got their ass handed to them.
Brahma likes this part.
Hence the
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Mongols and the Ming.
What? This was hustle.
Prefer Japanese.
But, I mean, it looks good. But it
Yeah.
looks very Black Myth Wukong.
Sacrifice ignites the war.
Or
So
Sekiro.
here's
Is this gameplay or cinematic? Trailer?
This is gameplay.
This is game.
Here we go again.
So my issue is that this reminds me of Dynasty Warriors, where the
Yeah.
game was really, really fun, but the voice acting was atrocious.
It is a little mid, isn't it?
And when you're dubbing a game,
Yeah, the voice acting so far has been ass.
That looked cool to me.
That's nice.
it's got a Black Myth look to it, but it's also got a very Sekiro-looking play style. There's a lot of parrying going on there.
S words of
Alright.
legends.
Swords of Legend. Saber.
S words of legends.
All right, and the next one. This one's a little weirder. Horror games had a pretty good showing
Boosh.
this time.
Boosh during that preview. It's an Oni. Kill it with fire. You guys should be playing Phasmophobia again. We are in October.
Yeah. We will definitely hit it up.
That
We've
is
got
our
some other
month
ones
of horror
lined up
games.
that we're hoping will just scare the ever-loving shit out of Mad, too.
Mm-hmm.
He just won't play him.
He will. We'll make
He
him.
will.
All right. Number
He'll be
2.
like, how about Guilty as Sock, guys? That's a horror game.
It was
Now,
a
this
horrific
this
experience.
game could go either way. This one is a little weird, but it looked interesting to me. Oh, did I not put it up? Sorry. We'll start over. You got volume?
Yes.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
I got CRT monitors on the ground.
You have
This is-
astronauts.
This one almost feels like Dead Space meets Outlast.
Outlast was one of the only games that really freaked the shit out of me when I played it. Like, really freaked me out.
Yeah.
I
didn't
not
like
a
it.
fan of Outlast.
I couldn't finish it. It was just it was weird and gross and scary.
What's this one called?
This is called Routine.
Routine. Okay. Certainly creepy.
Definitely preferred in third person. This is very Fatal Frame.
Right? Like, are you taking the pictures because you can't see the ghosts unless they're in the picture?
Right. Only visible through the camera lens.
Yeah, like, I don't know. This one caught my interest. I don't know if it's going to be good or not, but it had an interesting trailer.
Doesn't look like anything I'd be interested in playing, but
If it's
we'll
anything
see.
like Phasmophobia, Slender will be like, "Where you at, effing ghosts?"
Where the fuck you at?
The Canadian version will be renamed Poutine.
Right. And number 3. This one is. We'll get to yours, Brahma, but we're not there yet. This is the one that I've never played one of these games, but this is not a new game by any means. But it looks like it could be cool.
The old ones were good.
Caught my interest.
The old ones were
were
really
good.
good.
Where are my manners? Hello there, fallen samurai.
To think something like this was right under the sun.
Like I've never played one. And this has Sekiro vibes too.
Yeah.
What fearsome power! Be careful!
Yeah, because the original ones had the old school RE tank controls.
You and your awful kind put him through.
Yes.
Too. Were you feeling
But they were good.
Here, let me show you something to cheer you up.
Noise controlling this lightning.
It's a very discordant soundtrack.
I don't have time for these stupid games.
You know, obviously, your voice director doesn't have time to find somebody who isn't Australian playing a Japanese person. Fuck!
Strength Koba.
That's as bad as the old school kung fu movies. It's like, no, I'm sorry, but no Chinaman has ever sounded like an East Londoner before. And definitely not in a time period you're trying to recreate. Try again.
I don't know.
Also,
It
dude,
still
I don't
looks
think
good to me.
Chinaman is the preferred nomenclature now.
No, I don't think
care.
so. Asian American, please.
Look, he's like, I'm just
Oriental?
saying, he came in and peed on my rug, man.
Orientals are offensive too.
They did remaster the first two Slender if
But
you want
man,
to check
that
them
rug
out.
really tied things together.
I will have to take a look.
Like I said, the first two though were old school RE tank control.
Man, I was doing my
They're
best
not
to set off
fast-paced
the
action
two
games, but
Big
they're not slow.
Lebowski,
I'm
you know,
fine with that. I
fans
don't
over
mind
here.
tank controls.
They're good. They're both solid. I don't know if
Now-
they're going to rematch it to the third one and the fourth one or not. But
Now, this
there's
one
always
is for
emulation.
Brahma. I included it here for Brahma because I think this trailer looks like shit.
Was it a bathroom simulator?
But it does have that Black Myth Wukong pedigree,
New.
so...
Black Myth.
I wonder what story they're going to use.
It's not a monkey this time.
Well, yeah, they pretty much told the story of Wukong, so
Yeah.
it looks like maybe Gyan Yu.
You haven't
Still
brought
to-
it up yet.
Still
Slender.
something to do with Journey
Oh,
of the
shit.
West. Journey to the West.
Guan
Bring
Yu?
it up.
Yeah, it's possible.
I keep forgetting that part.
Either Guan Yu or oh, I can't remember his name. Zhong Kuai.
Brother, help me.
Did you say Brahma?
Did you say Zhang Kuai?
Yeah,
I think that might be what it is.
the Exorcist.
Look at that belly of yours.
Also, speaking of Onis,
Hey,
No, that's distinctly Japanese.
that coswallop. Master will take us
well,
back.
they have a Chinese
Master will
version
keep
then.
that mountain in her heart.
Yeah,
Chinese peasants are all from England.
Hey. No scolding, no flogging, life spared. What risk going back?
oh, I should save my comment for this trailer then.
Table and
It's not great so far, right?
No, well, it's
Haven't
the
seen
voice
anything.
acting.
I don't care about cutscenes. I care about the gameplay.
Yeah.
I skip through cutscenes all the time anyway.
Yeah. Oh, this is all they show. They don't even show any gameplay.
It's probably so early in development.
Yeah, it's probably this. They're probably like in pre-alpha development stages, so that stands to reason.
Well,
I mean, the
believe
tiger
they were
looks
supposed to
cool.
have Wukong DLC before they completely are done with it, so that may be what they've further developed at this point.
That man's riding a large pussy.
I'm just saying they need to do full like romance.
Zhong
with
Kuai,
the
yeah.
kingdoms
Yeah.
and do,
He's in Slender too, Slender, the big fat guy
do
with the
Dynasty
paintbrush.
Warriors.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
There's,
New Dynasty Warriors.
Couldn't hear you, Chad.
I said we need new Dynasty Warriors.
They did
is
put
what
out a
we
new
really
one
need.
recently.
it's not doing well. Dynasty Warriors, what is it? 0 is doing well, or
I don't know
Origin?
I think it might be Origin. Yeah, it's the newest one.
But Dynasty Warriors 9, which is like the newest one, it's getting terrible reviews.
Eric, I
Right.
usually watch the cutscenes the one time,
First
and then
time.
I'm done.
All right. And
After
next
that,
up,
it's speed, not cutscenes.
this is the one that actually was, of all the things I saw, the most interesting to me.
Yeah, the last one was January, Chad.
But this also was announced in prior years, so this is not the announcement trailer, I don't believe. And that
This is not our upcoming release.
No, that'll be the next one.
Okay.
It's the final one. I'm saving the best for last. But this looked pretty good to me.
Target 1 to HQ. We haven't found an executed suspect at the scene.
Oh, okay, I know what this is now.
But it's still in the track.
It looks good. I'm gonna pick this one up for sure.
Last seen fleeing to Neyoshi Shrine.
Hyrule Warriors was good. I did like Hyrule Warriors. Like, you took one of the scariest video games and then put in one of the scariest settings.
In turn, I shall save your souls by claiming the life of your old self.
What's that? What is this place?
This way.
Also, jump scare incoming.
I better get going.
It'll be right here after she looks to the left.
Well, that kind of takes all the fun out of it, doesn't it?
I don't want anyone to get freaked out.
I just shot myself.
A good day is always an extraordinary day. An extraordinary day is an always good day. With that in mind, today's a bit too extraordinary.
So this is where you are. I wondered where you had gone. You need to start getting ready. It's time to say your goodbyes. You're going to kill them. With your own hands. What's going on? No. It's got my home too.
And this looks very similar to a lot of the old Silent Hill games where they continually go from 0 to what the fuck. And I missed that.
Don't answer it.
Oh, don't worry, she will.
It's you. You are you.
Please.
I am you. Is you are me.
Die.
Like, I think this one's gonna be good.
Yeah, I just didn't ever like Resident Evil or Silent Hill,
It must
so
be hard for you to bid
probably be a
farewell
skip
to
for me.
childhood friends.
I liked the old ones.
Yes. No. It had to be done. As soon as I could.
Now, if weird games like that are appealing to you, but you also want to work as a FedEx driver, Death Stranding is
Walking
simulator.
Walking simulator.
Walking simulator.
All right, and now the big thing that nobody saw coming because we all assumed that this was never gonna happen. Brahma knows what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. It's been a long time coming.
6 years since they announced it. I'm excited about this one. And I don't know if anyone else is in, but me and Brahma are definitely playing this.
Almost any game that's Metroidvania-like is...
Well, and Hollow Knight was like...
in my book.
Hollow Knight was like peak, too. Like, this was perfect execution with the first Hollow Knight. And the second one's looking real good.
It's a mix of Souls and Metroidvania. How can you not like it?
I'm surprised you didn't play Blasphemous then, Brahma.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah. I also played Salt and Sanctuary.
I liked
and
Salt and
its sequel.
Sanctuary.
I did not like the sequel as much, but Salt and
I
Sanctuary
have it, I
was
haven't
great.
played it yet.
It's
but
a completely
I
different
finished
game.
Yeah, I finished Salt and Sanctuary. I enjoyed that game a lot.
I think I played Salt and Sanctuary before I played Hollow Knight.
I played Hollow Knight
I was kind of a
first.
latecomer to Hollow Knight. But that was before I started really doing stuff with Steam. That was when I was still PS5 primarily.
Hollow Knight's on console.
Oh, it's gonna be so good.
Yeah, but it wasn't on my radar. In just, what, 3 weeks?
Jeez, close, yeah.
2 weeks.
And that...
Chad's birthday, for those who don't know.
What's up?
Ah.
Yeah.
You could buy it for him for his birthday.
Silk Song is coming out September 4th. They've actually announced release date. It's in 2 weeks.
September 4th of this year.
Yep.
It's a pretty narrow window.
Like I said, they announced
well,
it
it's been a
6 years
six-year-long
ago.
window.
Suddenly,
it's been on Steam's store for years and years and years.
I have had it
So it
wish
has been there.
listed for 6 years.
Hasn't
Me
just
too.
popped up on there.
You still can't pre-purchase, but it does. They have updated Steam. It is planned release September 4th now, and it is gonna be fucking great.
Was there anything about the Dawnwalker game, the one by the Witcher, the ex-Witcher guys?
I did not include it, but apparently they did have some. There was nothing on the show floor.
Okay.
But apparently they were there, and it's still coming along. I didn't include that.
3 or 4 years probably.
Yeah, I didn't include that only because it was already announced last year.
Yeah.
And there were a couple other games that looked interesting to me, but I picked my top 5 and then the Hollow Knight.
One I'm interested in is Crimson Desert.
Crimson Desert looks interesting. It looks like it might not be bad.
That's my kind of thing. Yeah.
But it didn't make my top 5.
No. Fair enough.
And there were a lot of games like here's how sad it was. Black Ops 7 had a more interesting trailer than a lot of games that I think looked like more interesting games. Which is sad because it's fucking Call of Duty again.
Never-ending
It'll be a few
DLCs.
years before I do another Call of Duty.
Yeah, there were a lot of people trying to capitalize on trends. There was a lot of stuff that it's like, this looks like the same boring slop that AAA has been putting out for years now. There was like a hero shooter in there that looked fucking terrible, and I was just like, what? It wasn't great. It wasn't great. I like I said, curated list. You got the best of the best. There were a couple other things that are interesting if you want to like flip through real quick, but everything else is just more the same.
Indeed. The ever narrowing field of interest of
It's time for candy.
AAA particularly.
I'm just loading it up, getting ready.
Yep.
I want candy.
Yeah, because it's nice and basic. 10 questions, just because we'll have probably chit chat since it's a fun.
Okay, I was gonna
topic.
say, yeah, 10 questions. That's like 40 minutes, so don't expect me for the first question or two.
Yeah, so we are going to be doing the long promised, and by long promised, what is it, like 3-4 weeks?
3 weeks, I think.
3 weeks.
We're gonna, you know what we should do? We should make it a monthly thing. But we should never tell them which week of the month because they might only start showing up for trivia night.
That's a fair point.
But then if you do it too early,
They
in the
all
month,
show up
they
for
won't
you
show
every
up-
week.
they
Why
won't
would
show
you
up
be
at-
mean?
That's
If you do
true.
it too
We do
early in the
have-
month, they won't show up later in the month then because you've already done it.
I appreciate our chat.
Listen,
They're
okay?
here
Brahma, I have
every week.
abandonment issues, and even though they show up every week and I love them for that, I'm always worried that next week they're not going to be here. They're going to go out for cigarettes or milk one day, and they're just never going to come back.
That is possible.
If you keep sounding like that, it's more of an eventuality.
Shut up, Ham.
He needs his glasses.
I'm trying to be vulnerable here. People
Look
like
at it.
vulnerable
Look
guys,
at
right?
Eric, I'll be here as often
when
as
they
possible.
fail at it.
Yeah, mental leftist women.
Oh, this is nice. This show is beneficial to my mental health to hang out. Good. That's
nice
That's
to
nice
see.
to hear. All right, so basic for this one, it's just candy bar themed trivia. There's going to be some multiple choice, some that are just questions for you guys to try to guess if they're a little more, if they're specific to one candy instead of things like that. Then play more trivia.
I'll struggle with this if it's American candy as opposed to.
It is, well, it's, if these are well-known, if you don't know what these are, you should, I would say get
They've
out
got
of
different
this country,
names.
but you already are. So, all right, so let's go. All right, question 1. In the Seinfeld season 9 episode 11, The Dealership, what kind of candy bar was George trying to buy from the vending machine? A, a Hershey bar, B, a Twix, or C, a Crunch bar?
I remember that episode as well.
Shout
Twix.
out to Eric because I know he would get this one being super big Seinfeld fan.
Hershey bar.
Yeah, Twix.
It is, Yep, it is B. Twix.
Eric says it was in slot B5.
Very thorough. All right. Question 2. What is the best-selling candy bar in the United States of America? A. Snickers, B. Kit Kat, or C. M&M's?
Strictly speaking, M&M's isn't a candy bar, is
It's
it?
candy. All right, but
I got yelled at the week we were talking about it for saying peanut butter cups, which is closer to a candy bar than an M&M. But I agree, it should just be candy. So yeah.
Snickers.
I would say it's M&M's.
Yeah, it probably is M&M's.
all right, let's see. We've got Eric saying M&M's, Soul Assassin and Boosh going Snickers, Shifty going M&M's, Lily doing M&M's. Yes,
Everyone's
I'm
avoiding
aware.
B.
Yeah. All right. Slender, did you have a guess?
He went to smoke, I'm sure.
I thought
That's
I
why you
heard.
said he'd be gone for the first 2 questions.
Yeah. All right. M&M's.
The,
No,
the
M&M's are
Slender
fine.
picks B. Okay.
All right.
M&M's mixed with Skittles.
The answer, not surprising at all. Snickers.
Oh yes, yes. Of course.
Because, yep. Copied. That's right. He's right.
I pay
See,
attention.
they used to be called in Britain. They were called marathon bars.
Look at
They
this,
changed
Eric.
them.
I remember B5 because I always used to do the Costanza do B5 when buying stuff from the how is Snickers the most popular? Because people love Snickers bars. You're not yourself when you're hungry. So
Yeah, but
Snickers
half of the
outsells.
population seems to be allergic to peanuts now.
Yeah, well, they're all like assholes, so everybody else eats Snickers bars. I did so. My wife and my son inherited this from my wife. Have the hangry trait. So I keep emergency Snickers throughout my house. Where if they start getting just a lot like really grumpy, I will go to one of the secret Snickers locations and get them and hand them to them.
When you and Slender hang out, do you also keep Snickers nearby?
No, he's remarkably happy and easygoing. It's just with you guys, clearly. All right, question 3. What candy bar was Bart Simpson a
Butterfinger.
spokesperson for?
Butterfinger.
Butterfinger. Yeah.
Milky Way is better.
It
So
is.
this is the weird one.
Everyone loves the Milky Way.
I've only on this panel have I met people who genuinely say Milky Way is such a great candy bar.
I love Milky Ways.
And Milky Way Dark, man.
Mm-hmm. It's a bit of a contradiction in terms, isn't it?
Yeah,
Milky
Chad
Way
just
dark.
throwing emergency Snickers bars for when shit's about to drop. Look, if you live
Saves
with
them on
people-
controllers.
If you live with people who get hangry, it is actually very nice to keep the peace by having emergency Snickers available.
Well, civilization breaks down, your place is going to be okay because you've got Snickers bars hidden everywhere.
Yeah, so this was Bart Simpson's "Don't lay a finger on my Butterfinger." So yeah, Butterfinger.
And then later, Butterfinger BBs.
Mm.
I do like Butterfingers, though.
See, I don't like them. They're very dry. I don't. Nope.
Okay, well, I do.
Yeah. Well, maybe you like things dry, unlike a lot of people. I don't know. That's fine. When were Reese's peanut butter cups first released?
1943.
Okay.
1927.
All right, Imp, do you have a wild, vague guess?
I'm going to say 1955.
Okay.
Bush has said 1954.
Bush is at 54. When God finished creation.
Well, actually, they may have been in existence just before that.
Shifty says 67. Copied Kitty 72.
Right at the Big Bang.
Lily of the Valley 32. And Eric says before 1930. So, all right, the right answer is 1928.
Oh, I was close.
Wow.
I said 27.
At a whopping 2 cents.
They were still in black and white when they were released.
Yeah, no one was using color film to take a picture of
They were actually,
Reese's.
but no, the actual Reese's were black and white. And silent, too. They were silent.
Well, as you can see, the shape has changed slightly for the smaller versions, but not much. And 2 cents, not a bad price.
2 cents.
Yeah, at the time, the peanut butter was actual peanut butter.
Is that 2 cents for the entire lot there, or just one?
No, just for one of those.
A cup.
Just a cup. Okay.
That are not individually wrapped. I mean, they've got the little wrapper on the bottom, but they're just open air.
Other people can stick their fingers in to take one, and you get the next one after their dirty fingers rubbed up against it.
E-Clay, this is the Mandela effect. We all know it was the 70s. All right, so my wife and I she was watching a YouTube video on like unknown facts about Clueless because she really likes Clueless movie. And one of the things was
The 20 unknown facts?
Something like that. It was like a Miss Mojo
I think
video.
that popped up on my feed yesterday.
Yeah. And one of the unknown facts was like in the scene where Paul Rudd's character is going to a James Bond party. And I was like, what scene? I've seen Clueless there is no James Bond party. And my wife was like, no, there isn't. And I was like, is this a Mandela thing? Are we seeing it live? Did they turn on the collider again? And we went to the universe where there was this scene in Clueless that we didn't see. I don't. Yeah, I think they were talking about when he was just wearing sunglasses at the pool getting ready to go to a party. And they said it really wrong.
That's the only thing I can think of, yeah.
All right, so what was the first mass-produced / modern candy bar, and when was it released?
God.
So this is the first modern candy bar we're looking for.
What are those horrible wafer things?
Horrible
I think it was probably
the chalky
the Hershey
wafer
bar.
things.
O. Henry, 1901.
Oh, Henry?
Eric saying Hershey's in the 1800s.
Yeah, I'm saying Hershey.
I was,
I'm
yeah,
sure I'm
Baby
here.
Ruth was going to be my guess too, Lily. Because those things are gross. Who thought coconut was a good idea?
There's
with
no
chocolate?
coconut. There's no coconut in Baby Ruth. you
What's
freaking
in Baby
degenerate.
Ruth's?
Peanuts,
You're thinking-
caramel.
Yeah.
You're thinking Almond Joy and
now?
Mounds.
Am I thinking? Oh yeah, I hate those. I don't like
Sometimes
Baby
you
Ruths
feel like
either.
a nut, and sometimes you don't.
I don't like any of those. I'm still a Milky Way guy.
All right, I'll definitively help you guys out. Baby Ruth was released when Babe Ruth was playing for the Yankees in the 1920s in order to capitalize on his fame, but instead of saying that it was based on him, they said it was based on the child of the president that was born at the time,
Yeah.
who was named Ruth, and that way Babe Ruth couldn't sue them.
Well, you got to do what you got to do. Business is funny.
And
like
also,
that.
if you were bringing the very first thing to market, you probably wouldn't name it after somebody.
E-Clay is saying 1870s and probably not something that exists today.
I'd go a little bit further back, like 1850s.
Yeah, Soul Assassin. Babe Ruth, who was she with the Sandlot reference? There
Yeah.
you go.
Could you have mass-produced
All
candy
right.
bars in the 1850s?
It's the Sultan of SWAT.
Sultan of SWAT. That's the same person. All right, the answer is Fry's chocolate cream bar
they're
released in
still made.
1866, and they are
still
still
make
made.
those.
Yes.
I've never even heard of that.
It's from
Me
England.
neither.
It's an English one, yeah.
So 70s probably had the most legit shot of trying to pull that one.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking English stuff, but yeah, 1866. So
It wasn't like Kinder
Brahma
Supreme.
wasn't far off. Brahma was pretty close with the date.
Somebody had said E-Clay said 1870s as well, so.
But yeah, they
Which
still
makes
make
about
those.
sense. That's around when you would have the industrial capability to like
I never really liked
Mass
them, though.
produce.
Yep.
Whatever's inside of them isn't cream.
It may have been at one point.
Maybe kind of white, but it's not green.
Well, to be fair, 70s, when they first got released in the 1860s, given the level of industrial safety, there was probably a lot of human in them too.
It's probably a byproduct of mining of some kind.
All right, which candy/candy bar was first introduced in the 1980s? Pop Rocks, Score, or 100
I'll say
grand?
Score.
100 grand.
I've never heard of any.
Yeah, I'm going to go with 100 grand.
Pop Rocks, I'm thinking was 90s.
No, they were around prior to that. I remember seeing
Before
those
then.
when I was a kid, yeah.
I know they were around prior because Imp probably got warned not to eat them and drink soda.
No,
at
we
the
never got
same
that
time.
warning. I just remember them being around.
Your parents didn't love you? They were like, hey, eat the Pop Rocks and drink a 2-liter, kid. Help us out.
It's not.
But yeah,
hard.
100 grands aren't that old, right?
No, I don't think they are. And
Right,
Score,
so-
I think, just from the packaging on a Score bar, it looks like something that was come up with in the 70s.
Yeah,
Alright,
it
so
does.
Boosh is saying
100 grand just feels like the
Eric,
80s
100
with
grand. Copy
booming
says
Reagan
Pop Rocks.
markets.
Yeah.
Lily says Score. But it was the $100,000 bar, not 100 grand. I got candy bar. Score. All right.
100 grand, the candy your grandparents kept in cookie jars?
Yeah. Do you?
No,
do you
Lily in
remember-
the 70s going through Carter, they definitely weren't thinking about 100 grand as a normal number.
That was back when it was the $100 bar.
Do you remember Opie and Anthony got in trouble? It was when they were in Boston. It was their first radio stunt where they ended up having to apologize. They all day long they were promoting something where they were going to give away 100 grand to whatever caller.
And they gave away the
They gave away candy
candy
bar.
bar.
And when the caller finally won, they were like, "What are you going to do with your 100 grand?" And he was like, "Oh man, I'm probably going to finish paying off my house and all." And they were like, "How are you going to do that with a candy bar?" And the guy was pissed and wanted to like.
Whatever. That's funny.
Yeah. All right. And the answer
is 100 grand.
Nope.
Oh,
it's
I
the
was
Score
right.
bar.
I was right.
That
I
does
believe-
not look like something that came out of the 80s.
No, it really doesn't.
It's still got that horrible brown and orange motif
looks
that they
horrible.
loved in the 70s.
Shitty chocolate.
Pop
Everybody's
Rocks were the
carpet.
70s. Pop Rocks were 70s, and I think 100 grand were 60s. When I looked it
Okay.
up. Lily's like, I knew it. I remember the ads.
It's like a Timu Butterfinger.
All right, so the Guinness World Record for the largest chocolate nut bar is held by a 5,943-pound version of what candy bar, which uses the tagline, "The best bar you've never heard of"?
Whatchamacallit.
Snickers, or whatchamacallit?
The whatchamacallit. That was their
Whatchamacallit.
tagline.
I'll just go with that because I've never heard
That's
of it.
literally why they named it that.
Yeah. And they had the weird commercials that were almost like an episode of Aeon Flux. And then some girl in the background would be whispering, "Whatchamacallit."
E-Clay says take 5. Eric says whatchamacallit.
It's whatchamacallit because it's
Yeah.
the best candy bar you never heard of.
Copied Kitty
Yeah,
is
it's
coming in.
literally
also
the
with
play on
whatchamacallit.
words. What do you call it? The whatchamacallit.
All right, give Chad a couple
Take
more
5's a
seconds.
more recent thing.
And whatchamacallit never quite made it. I never had one.
They're all right.
Yeah, but it was really hard to carry a 6,000-pound bar around with you all the time. That's why they didn't sell many.
That's why they kept it just under 6,000.
Just under 6.
I
Much
miss
easier
the
to
days.
put in your backpack.
And the answer is
Dude, I miss the days when I could eat
It was
like
a
Take
take
5.
5.
I miss the
That
days when
can't
I
be
could
right.
eat like the 5-pound fucking Hershey bar. Can't really
So-
do that anymore.
Take
Makes
5
me
looks
sick.
revolting.
Take 5 bar, which has pretzels, caramel,
It looks
peanut
like
butter,
drywall.
peanuts, and chocolate. It's
Why
everything.
would you put pretzels
That does
inside
not
of a
look good.
candy bar?
Does peanut butter and pretzels go together?
Yes, peanut butter and pretzels do, but don't add chocolate into the mix.
Only if you like eating dried vomit.
Now that being said, the Utz nuggets, right? We used to get those, and
Mm-hmm.
we would crack open the Jif and just fucking dip it.
Well, that brand has actually been putting out chocolate covered peanut butter filled pretzels.
I mean,
Yeah.
the
So
thing
Bush
about
is
the
saying the salty crunch.
Yeah,
is-
those take fives are actually pretty good.
But the thing about the best bar you've never heard of does go with a whatchamacallit. I mean, that made sense.
Yeah, I thought that was their tagline.
Yeah,
I thought
that
so,
made
too.
sense. Yeah. Oh well.
Fast breaks are really good. I do like a Reese's fast break.
Yeah, I've never had a fast break.
They're pretty good.
They contain real Ozempic.
All right. Question 8. What candy bar product consists of a graham cracker circle topped with extruded marshmallow, then coated in chocolate?
Moon pie.
I thought that was I thought you made those.
I'm just
over the
making a
fire.
guess. Yeah, that would be a
something like that.
like a
S'mores.
s'more.
Yeah, that's a s'more. Is a moon pie just like a mass-produced s'more?
It's a thing that you can heat up, or you can eat it as it comes. It's
Or you
it's a
can
thing.
hold it in your mouth until the guard walks by, and then slam your cheeks together and spit moon pie all over him.
I just don't remember that much graham cracker in a moon pie.
I don't remember that either.
That's because there's no graham cracker in a moon pie.
So
is
it's not a moon pie.
It
It's
is
a
not
s'more.
a moon pie.
Moon pie isn't a candy; it's a pie.
Are moon pies southern? They're definitely around here. Whoopie pie, yeah, is another one.
Bush. Moon pie is what I gave my girlfriend once a month after howling outside.
Okay. Well, let's move on to the answer since 70s just made it weird and gross.
But Bush did, no?
Malamar.
Bush made it.
Malamars. Bush made it weird.
Malamars. Okay.
Malamars.
What's
Never
funny
heard
is
of them.
I never see those in candy sections. I see those in cookie sections.
Yeah, it even says it's a cookie.
It says
Those are
cookie.
usually over by the, what is it, the Little Debbie's stuff?
Yeah, all the snack cakes and.
No, I've up here by me.
I would
I've always
consider
seen
that
them
in a different aisle.
Dude, I went for I went through a phase for a while where the Little Debbie's strawberry shortcake rounds, oh man, those were good.
Marshmallows are
The
horrible. I
little
agree.
snack cakes are delicious that they make. The Little Debbie's ones that they do.
It's Little Debbie.
Yeah.
Emphasis on the ittle.
All right. Question 9, the penultimate question. What chocolate treats currently produced by Hershey's gets its names because its
Hershey
creators,
Kisses.
Hoffman and Company of Chicago, were unable to achieve their desired spherical shape?
I think Imp's right.
Penis pies.
It's probably Hershey Kisses. I mean, I'm gonna guess Hershey Kisses because
Is the silence keep
Yeah.
guessing, or
Bush
Yeah,
is just,
I'm just-
Bush
I'm
is
waiting
just
for-
confirmed moon pies do have graham crackers in them.
yeah, waiting for the chat to put their guesses in.
Yeah, it looks like Kisses.
I think everybody's right on this one.
Kisses. Kiss, yeah, it looks like the
No, it's Hershey's
universal
penis
consensus
pies.
from everybody is Kisses. And everybody is wrong. It's Milk Duds.
Milk Duds? That's a Hershey product? I didn't realize that.
Well, currently made by Hershey.
Oh, okay.
So as you can see, they are not spherical, but they
I'm
do
not
look,
a fan of Milk Duds.
They do look like what Miracle Max gave Carrie Elways in Princess Bride.
Well, the chocolate coating helps
They
it go
look like
down
rabbit
easier.
poop.
Yeah.
He said to blave, which means to bluff.
But I don't know. Milk Duds aren't bad, but like I'm not big on the texture.
Yes, Boosh, the original name was Milk Balls. And, they just couldn't-
Made balls. Yeah.
and yes, copied. They 100% will do damage to dental work. We made
I'll
some money.
take
at the dentist's
Rolos
office.
over Milk Duds.
Yes. I
Rolos
agree.
are good. Yeah.
Rolos are tasty.
Caramello is even better.
They're pretty good too.
I thought those were Mars, not Hershey. I think they've changed their ownership. They just get manufactured. There's a lot of weird stuff where things are manufactured in other countries. Like Kit Kat, I believe, is a Nestle product
Yes.
in the rest of the world versus here.
It is.
So
For
yeah,
distribution reasons.
Yep. So they'll license the manufacturing. Like Cadbury makes a lot of stuff in Europe and England
and Canada
that are American candies, but they just don't make them overseas.
Dude, Cadbury's like the Easter version of candy corn. Like every year.
Eggs.
Yeah, every year I'm like, man, fucking cream egg. Oh, delicious, delicious. And about halfway through the first one, I'm like, why am I eating this? This is disgusting.
And they are still using the same commercial with that stupid rabbit with the what did it have on it? I don't know. They've had the same commercial for like 3 decades. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're a massive manufacturer in Britain, Cadbury. Lots of different major chocolate manufacturers.
Shifty saying there was a line in that one. And going into question 10, I want to tell Eric, who's the big Seinfeld fan, since I already used the other one, I had to resist with all might not doing a Junior Mints one to do the other Seinfeld gag for that. But we'll go ahead into question 10. What chocolate candy bar created by the Mars Company in 1932 originally came in a box with 2 other flavors?
I guess it's Three Musketeers on that.
Vanilla and strawberry, although they stopped production of the other 2 in 1945. The Mars bar, the Three Musketeers, or the Kit Kat?
It's got to be the Three Musketeers because it's 3 bars.
There are 3 flavors?
Yeah.
Logic
I've
didn't
never
work,
heard that, but that makes sense.
But that didn't work with the whatchamacallit. The logic didn't work.
No, but this time I'm going to continue to believe in
I'll say
logic.
Three Musketeers, yeah.
Yeah, Eric says Kit Kat. Bush says Three Musketeers. E-Clay is going Kit Kat.
But Kit Kat has more than 3 sticks.
No, it's
Kit
just
Kat
saying
has
they
like
were
5.
No, it's just saying they came in a box. Like the box would have like 3 rows. One
I'm
row was
still going
chocolate,
Three Musketeers.
one
It just
was
makes the most
strawberry.
sense.
All right. Because there were multiple flavors to break.
Strictly speaking, there should have been 4 bars because the Three Musketeers has got 4 Musketeers in it. I never understood that, but there is 4 of them.
That's true because there's Athos, Porthos, Aramis, and D'Artagnan.
Yeah. So I never understood why it was the Three Musketeers.
And there's Rebecca De Mornay in that dress.
Because one of them was retired or maybe he was reservist.
You gotta love how Brahma can always
He
bring
wasn't
it
a
back.
team player.
It's like it's like the Three Musketeers goes back to being written in the 1840s, and he's like, "Do you remember the version from Disney where Rebecca De Mornay had huge tits?"
Yes, the corset pushing them up.
Yep.
And then
I remember.
He's like,
And Bush says no, Three Musketeers and D'Artagnan because I guess D'Artagnan
But he was a musketeer.
He
was a
didn't start out
musketeer
as a
at the end.
musketeer, though.
Brahma's like the best part of that movie. He got to be with those, and then when she jumped off the cliff at the end when she wasn't needed anymore. All right. The answer is Three Musketeers.
Of course.
Yes.
It makes sense because that's like the Neapolitan flavors.
Yep.
And Three Musketeers.
Also, Neapolitan ice cream, fucking amazing.
Well,
I only eat one flavor at a time out of the Neapolitan ice cream.
I don't. I let it half
I'll eat
melt and mix
chocolate,
it all up.
Then I'll eat vanilla. Then I'll eat some strawberry.
I love.
I
the
don't ever
episode-
mix them.
The episode of The Simpsons when Homer goes in and he eats the chocolate out of all of the. It was like, we're out of Neapolitan again. Are we out of Neapolitan or just out of chocolate? We're out of Neapolitan. All right, Shifty says the best part was Bryan Adams' Sting and Rod Stewart singing "All for Love." It's not a bad song.
This made me
It
sad.
was a bit overplayed for a little while.
just about everything Bryan Adams did was then.
This was a make me sad trivia.
You didn't
Why?
just have a good time talking about candy?
I can't eat candy anymore. It spikes my blood pressure.
Oh,
I don't eat candy anymore because I just don't eat sugar for the most part. I don't even drink like pop.
I try to avoid as much sugar as possible. I don't drink pop. It's so bad. But
I drink tea, coffee, water, and bourbon.
Like I used to make brownies. I called them heart stoppers, right? Double fudge brownies with white chocolate chips, and I'd put a peanut butter shell on top. I
That
can't do
sounds
that
delicious.
anymore. Yeah, they were so good. I can't even eat them anymore.
It's the pains of getting old. Now that you can afford all the candy you want, you don't want any candy.
Yeah, one of my daughters made chocolate chip cookies the other day, and I had to limit myself so bad. It's like I will have one with breakfast, and since I had one with breakfast, I'm only allowed one beer for the night. Because a chocolate chip cookie with a cup of coffee is fucking great.
And a cup of coffee with a little bit of whiskey is also great.
So
I don't like Irish in my coffee. It tastes bad.
So you're a believer in the peanut butter in the coffee system? I don't know.
No, so I'm slender because up until my 30s, I was 150 pounds soaking wet. It's just after I cleared 30, I'm up to 200 now, but I'm also 6'3". So
why were you always soaking wet?
Because I was in the military.
Just kidding.
All right.
They were keel hauling him.
Everyone be
like when I was 18, I was 6'3", 130 pounds.
This is the Roblox.
Out of boot camp, I got up to 150 pounds. I was 150 pounds until my 30s, and then it seemed like overnight I was 180 pounds. And then when I was 40, I hit 200, and then I got all the way up to 225, and now I'm back down to about 208, 207.
Yeah, so everyone be careful. This is live footage of a foreign CDL driver.
Isn't this the Roblox bad Indian driver simulator?
There was a truck driver game that they advertised too, and I was just like, "What is this? Is this Euro Truck Simulator 2025?" But no, it was something else. But I don't care because I'm not interested in those games really.
The truck driving simulator, yep.
Yeah, not my thing.
Yeah, I've never been into the simulator. The only one that I thought sounded possibly entertaining was like the Microsoft Flight Simulator, where it was supposed to be so realistic you could genuinely learn how to fly a plane, and then they had to lock that thing down after 9/11.
Yes. Well, didn't they use that? Some of those.
Yeah, they were using that because Microsoft Flight Simulator, if you got an actual flight stick,
do they still have Microsoft Flight Simulator?
Yeah.
I actually watch a guy's videos. Air Force Proud 95, I think, is the name of his channel, where he does Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's fucking hilarious.
I think they should make a Microsoft Windows simulator where you can pretend to get a working version of Microsoft Windows.
Mad was right about the hard drives.
No, he's not wrong.
There's multiple places now reporting that the hard drives are getting bricked. SSDs. Anytime you do a install over 50 gigs and you've got certain brands and certain models of SSDs, it's bricking them. Making them just disappear and not be visible to the system.
Thank God I've mostly been playing AA and indie games recently then. Because 50 gigs is a real easy number to hit.
Yeah, I just installed Path of Exile 2 again because the new season's coming out next week and it looks really good.
All right, you think that one
I haven't played
was
that
bad,
in a while.
But are you guys aware that Rhythm Nation could kill computers?
What, the Janet Jackson song?
This is a real known problem, and even to the point where Microsoft had to acknowledge it. The song contained a natural resonant frequency for 4,500 RPM laptop hard drives that would crash those hard drives because of this frequency resonance. So if manufacturers had to add custom filters and if you look at it, there is an actual error code specifically for your hard drive because Rhythm Nation played.
Thank God I don't have a copy of that song.
I mean, it's pretty easy fix. Just don't listen to bad music, and you're not going to have that issue.
Yeah, but the thing is, so it would screw up the hard drive as it was writing, and it would brick your hard drive would just get jacked and completely be.
That's the weirdest.
That's what a resonant frequency does.
So it would brick your computer, and Can you imagine? It took. I was just amazed at the idea that how many reports had to come in for the tech support people for these hard drives to have figured out. Like, what were you doing when the computer crashed? I was watching a music video and doing work. What was the music video?
It's probably in the logs, you know?
Yeah.
They're probably like, okay, there's a weird commonality in all these logs. They were all playing Rhythm Nation around the time that it happened.
But that's, I mean, this is where I do sympathize with the people, because you're going to get all these people calling you up and yelling at you to fix their computer like mad. And you're going to have
physically impossible to do it.
Yeah, you're going to have no idea. Like, how do you explain to a person, like, look, you broke your own PC. How? You listened to the wrong
Janet
song.
Jackson.
It had, you know,
you made a bad decision.
Now
you like bad music. You pay the price.
It's like if you listen to that song from Titanic, you know, sung by the French bint Celine Dion, your PC explodes.
The French bint.
Your PC actually melts.
Oh, Eclay. That's
you know what music I've actually been listening to a lot lately is the Expedition 33 soundtrack.
Yeah, I can't do that.
It's got some good music. I really like it.
It's got some good music for when you're playing the game. I don't listen to game music outside of the game.
Oh, well, I do all the time.
Ooh, that is an interesting idea. Do a worst song trivia night.
Don't, Soul, don't subject us to that.
Mad
Chad will
would
make
know all
it.
of them.
And Mad would know most of it.
Isn't that very subjective about what is the worst?
Imp would be able to answer they're all the worst.
Yeah.
Oh.
What, the song Hell, Shifty?
The scary and sad part is part of me wants to buy a computer just to try to break it with
I know. Have you got an old PC lying around?
What you do is you don't buy a whole computer. You buy an external hard drive mount and the drive, and you just run a long cable so that it's well away from your computer. And see if you can fry the drive.
But would the streaming quality of a song be clean enough to actually do it at this point?
That's a
or
good
would it have to be CD quality?
I see. That's the thing. It never got into the quality level, just the resonant frequency.
Yeah, I was gonna say
because the music that we have now through streaming is not near as clear as what we had when we were listening to it on CDs, unless you've got like premium plans and you're getting really good bandwidth on the songs and stuff.
Shifty says, I've had squirrel nut zippers in my head all week. Zoot Suit Riot, throw back a bottle of beer. Yeah,
that shouldn't change the frequency too much, though. That's more about fidelity.
I'm surprised it was playing the music video for Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation rather than playing the song off of the CD in your drive.
I mean,
because isn't that a... When was Rhythm Nation?
1988.
Yeah. Seems like, where are you watching a music video in 1988? On your computer?
On MTV.
On MTV.
No,
on
this
your
was
laptop?
a problem. No, this was a problem in the streaming era. It wasn't like in 1988. They didn't have 5,400 RPM hard drives, I think, in 1988.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out when this was actually taking place.
This one
to figure out what medium it would have been, because I mean, I guess it's saying probably like YouTube, because it said music video specifically.
This had to be back in like the super early 2000s or late 90s, because I've never bought a 5,400 RPM hard drive. Like 72, I think, was the lowest I ever went. And honestly, I ponied up the extra cash for the 10,000s. The Velociraptors.
All right, here we go. How a Janet Jackson song crashed laptops for 9 years.
Oh, yeah, laptops, though. Laptops are shitty.
Yeah, it was laptops.
There was a problem
Windows
somehow.
XP.
playing Rhythm Nation over a laptop speakers would crash the laptop. In fact, it could crash nearby laptops as well. They tried to isolate the issue, eliminating other variables, and the staff were left with a single conclusion. It was the sound itself that was doing it.
See, that makes me think it was playing the CD to play music at the time.
I don't think it's it's not just the CD. It's the sound frequency from the bass line of Rhythm Nation.
And that would
Yeah,
be coming
again,
out of
the
laptop
CD
Right,
speaker.
but what I'm getting at is when this problem would have been happening, was there streaming? Would you have been able to get music videos on the laptop?
There was streaming.
Or would you have been playing it on your CDs?
If you're talking Windows XP, that's mid to late 2000s.
Was it mid to late? Okay.
Yeah, streaming, I mean, technically, whether it's streaming or just people had the MP3.
It would just be coming out of the
file.
speaker on the laptop, possibly.
Yeah.
Or speakers attached to the laptop.
Yeah, and whether it's CD quality or streaming quality, again, that's fidelity. That's not going to change the frequencies. And if it's a laptop, the other thing is the frequency, the speaker is in the laptop. The frequency is traveling along the entire case. So it's literally vibrating the hard drive too. And it's the fact that the resonant frequencies are hitting that probably is causing the... If you have two resonant frequencies combined, so the vibrations from the speaker hitting the vibrations on the RPMs of the hard drive itself, that's going to cause the vibration to double, which means that little needle that's writing on the filament is shaking twice as hard and probably stabs right into the filament and slices it open, thus bricking the hard drive.
So, yeah, Microsoft apparently created a fix, a specific filter, a notch filter, to eliminate and downplay the tiny frequency band. For years, if you listen to Rhythm Nation on your laptop, you'd hear the song minus that tiny little laptop killing audio frequency. And it was in there from Windows XP through Windows 7.
Well, that would have ruined
So
the
very early
experience.
2000s.
I think it's just fun.
Right after Napster. LimeWire
Yeah,
era.
it's when everybody had it on everything on MP3.
That was just what I was
Everybody
trying to
downloaded
narrow
everything.
down, whether it was after streaming had started or before.
Yeah, so iTunes would have been around, all of it.
iTunes was like 2004, wasn't it?
iTunes was... When was the first iPod?
I think
Davina, it
2004.
doesn't matter how powerful they are. It's the speaker is right there in the case, so it's vibrating everything else inside.
First iPod was 2001.
And they're not necessarily that loud, but if you put your ear right up to the speaker, they're not quiet.
Would it be? And I don't think it would be so much a matter of volume if it's a resonant frequency, right?
It is the resonant frequency. Like I said, if two frequencies resonate when they combine like that, it doubles the vibration.
Like the tuning fork.
Yep.
So it's so this I just read this story a long time ago, and it always made me laugh. The idea that of all the things you got to be careful of, even playing the wrong song can break your computer. So, which is why, you know what, we should tell Mad that he did it. He was playing the wrong music.
If maybe he was listening to that song.
You know, Mad is someone who would probably
possible
like
with
Rhythm
Mad.
Nation.
That's what I'm saying.
Should
Right
they
after
shield
Balls
the
in My
speakers of
Jaws,
the
he's
hard
on
drive?
Rhythm Nation.
In a laptop back in the early 2000s, there wasn't space for anything like that. Like, if you open your laptop, there's nothing in there.
And honestly, a manufacturer wouldn't have gone through the extra trouble to pay for that.
No, and there's no space inside those damn things. I've actually opened laptops to replace things, and there's no space.
Chad, did you see Mad's message?
Mad's
1 minute
message.
ago. Chad had sent out, Mad, are you going to make it? Mad sent out 1 minute ago. Yeah, let me wash my face and stuff. 2.5 hours later.
Let's
And
just
on that- wait,
end the
let's
stream.
Let's give everybody an outro. Brahma, what do
Okay.
you got coming up?
Got the bullpen on Sunday. with you and
Yeah,
whoever
I've
else shows up.
Been saving lots of clips about what's going on in DC this week. It's been good stuff.
There's been a bit of stuff, yeah.
A lot of residents who are super happy and a lot of outside protesters who aren't.
Correct.
And 70s, what do you have coming up? I think you've got a few streams, right?
Probably be on Cotton Council on Snowdub tomorrow, and Monday on my channel the show will be about the movie Back to the Beach.
Were you able to get what you needed from that?
I was, thank you.
Great,
sir.
good.
Good. Yeah, I use it for the stills to produce the stills. So.
Nice.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, Slender. I do have a topic for Sunday that you're probably going to enjoy, because a think tank has gone through to try to figure out how to make leftist language make them not sound so ridiculous. So there's now a list of blacklisted terms like privilege, triggering, microaggression, and a whole bunch of others that they're telling them, yeah, when you're actually speaking in public, don't say these things because it makes us look psycho.
But they are psycho.
Oh, can I please be on the panel?
You've always got the link, bud.
I
just
know.
been triggered.
I just don't want to be mad and show up without asking.
Cisgender, dead naming, birthing person.
Oh, save it. I will have plenty of things to say about that shit.
I thought so. So, yeah, giving you the heads up.
All right, Imp. I know you. Do you have stuff going on? Do you have another new channel that you're working on?
There is some videos up on Bonded by Metal. I wasn't part of those at this juncture, but me.
Are you saying that because you disavow the content, or because
no? I just
because he was working.
I was working. Yeah. But me and Nick been talking. We got something we're gonna probably record in the next week, and there's other videos going up on there. So it's been pretty active over there.
And hopefully now that Imp is done working, we can do some recording as well.
Yeah. We do need to get back to that. When we're done, I got a couple things to talk to you about, Slender.
Okay.
All right. Well, that covers everybody. Slender, do you, I guess Imp kind of mentioned it. Are we going to be picking up any more Ascendant Arcade content in the near future?
Yeah. We're a little off kilter. Back to school is in full swing, so kids are back at school. And then Imp was minimally available because he was working his ass off. And I thought about trying to do some solo streams, and I'm still thinking about trying to do some solo streams, but I don't know. I've been under the weather. I don't know if it's we're getting into that fall weather where my sinuses go haywire or what, but I felt
we are up here.
Weather. Yeah, it's been a little rough.
Between now and October, it's supposed to be no warmer than like 80 degrees.
Yeah, we've been dropping down into the 60s at night.
We've hit the 50s up here.
It's weird because we're actually getting hotter up here. It's going to be a really hot week.
That's because Canada is turning into hell.
But it means
turned into.
with the fall pollen cycle started, it means I need to start pushing the Flonase again because the sinus pressure is getting real bad.
Ozempic will fix that straight away.
I'm not doing Ozempic. Fuck that shit.
And it'll give you a loose pussy.
And we're out.
A Mad Cavelli production. The stream's now behind, but there's no need to be glum. We'll return with more jests, with humor to come. So click that damn subscribe and let the good vibes thrive. For the next grand stream, we'll surely jive.
Ascending art, we've charted the street with synapses sparking, hilarity you can't believe.
You've brought your joy, so now you must go. But keep the party in your heart, yo. Keep the giggles, keep the banter, keep the screens delight. Until our next stream, keep the fun in sight. In this virtual voyage where streams do end, remember with Ascendant art, we'll always fucking ascend. Oops, we forgot about Imp, he's bound to reappear. With chaos in his wake, all we can do is persevere. Are you happy now, Imp?